It's streaming.
Um, so went and priced out a new Forerunner online today.
50 grand at least. I'm sure that's what their MSRP is.
The TRD Off-Road Premium iForce Max, 60,565.
Not surprised. They don't make Land Cruisers anymore.
Yeah, they do.
I thought they took them off. I thought they discontinued like a
They're
year.
coming back.
Oh.
They never stopped making them in Europe.
Yeah,
I wish they wouldn't taken away the FJ Cruiser. Those were cool.
I did see a Land Cruiser in California.
Yeah.
Yeah. Test
like
your
those-
mic. Take
I like
care.
those,
Get in your mic.
I like the Lexus, those new off-road looking Lexus too. I'm sure they're fucking probably $100,000, but
Yeah.
There were a few of
pretty neat.
those, out there
Mhm.
that
yeah, there were some Rivians.
some people. There were a lot of
Rivians.
Rivians.
Those are Volkswagens, aren't they? No, wait, that's Genesis.
You shut your mouth.
You shut your mouth. Get the fuck out of here.
It was a question. It wasn't
2025 Land Cruiser starts at 56.7.
And the
Fuck that.
intro,
I can't afford that.
You can if you work that body.
Well, like
The intro of Forerunners
OnlyFans?
40.
yeah, 40.
thanks.
So it
Is
hadn't gone up.
40,000.
It really hasn't gone up then.
I
Has it?
paid 48, I think, for mine.
For the one you have out front.
Yeah, and that was a TRD Pro. I mean, a TRD off road
Hmm.
or an off road premium.
When I was
whatever.
pricing them, remember the anniversary edition that I was gonna, it was around 40, like 46 or something like that. Problem is you couldn't find them.
So let's see here. I want to pick up where I left
Everything
off.
that I priced though that I wanted was like 65 and up though.
Build now. The problem is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 12 versions of the Forerunner now,
12.
Yeah,
Isn't that a little excessive?
and the SR5
that's the way all the
is the pussy one.
vehicles
the
are
one
getting.
that's way down there. Hey, Doug. How are you, Doug?
Krugord.
How's it going?
Krugord.
And TRD Sport, TRD Off Road, TRD Off Road iForce Max, then TRD Sport Premium, TRD Off Road Premium. But the big one, the Trail Hunter, starts at 66.9.
Mm.
That's a badass one.
Yes.
66.9. If I'm going to spend that much, I'm going to keep mine and buy a Porsche.
I mean the Sequoias are pretty awesome too. When you start to spend that much,
You want to
Those
fix
are the
Matt's
largest
camera up
ones.
the drug cartels, they're fans of the Sequoias.
They're a big fan of Sequoias. As I've seen this week,
He centered now.
them attacking the shit out of everything.
Yeah. Did you see Hexeth went down there? They're about to find out.
We're about to find his body.
Who's?
No, I think
Oh.
the cartel's bodies are going to be spread all over the place pretty soon.
Oh, with Border Patrol.
A10 Warthog.
Shooting back. They're actually retiring that, I heard, and they're replacing it with a new.
Man, they've been saying
another
that for
model.
30
Yeah,
years.
they have been saying they were going to retire the Warthog for
that
a
jet's
long
too.
time.
That airplane's too badass.
When you build a plane around a gun, when you build a
Mhm.
plane around a gun,
Yeah.
all right, let's see here. Make sure all the
Did you find that
flags
guy
are
I
out.
told you
found
about on
the emails.
Instagram that has the A10 and he does a bunch of reels and stuff? Yeah. Next time I see him come up, I'll have to send it over to you.
That's badass.
Oh, it's really cool.
That's what their
All
gun
right.
sounds like.
Mm.
Yeah. There you go.
Cállate la boca.
Just body parts. God.
That's the thing. They're talking about doing drones now. Suicide drones.
Who, the cartel or us?
The cartel.
The cartel. There
It's
was
like-
a video released of one today
Yeah.
of them using a DJI, and it's the cartel. You hear them
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
and there's a guy on the ground communicating with them, and there's these trucks. It's these 3 trucks going one way, 2 trucks going the other way, and they're at a standstill, and all these people are standing out, and this guy, he's using the exact same controller and everything set up I've got, and he
Linus.
gets right over them, and he lets go of a little bomb, and it kills 3 guys right there,
Yeah.
all on screen. You're like,
Linus.
whoa, that's not cool.
It's just like Linus.
That's not cool at all.
Well, it's gonna happen once.
What do they use?
It'll
it
happen
against,
once
though?
because they've sent in actual troops now. Like we got freaking Marines down there now, so it'll happen one time, probably, and then
We'll own
chingazo
Mexico.
pinche joto.
I was trying to find an A before we started the show. I was trying to find an A10. Just having some fun. I don't see it.
Who did they drop it on? Was it another gang or another cartel,
Another
or was
cartel.
it? Oh, yeah, I bet they've been doing it
Yeah,
for
that's
a
why.
while.
That's why I asked.
There
Was
we
it
go.
like
Ready?
police or civilians?
That's what you're gonna hear at the border.
It sounds like a fart.
Then they're gonna watch their arms and legs go flying.
Oh,
Oh, that's my arm going over there.
There's no better way to spend 20,000 rounds.
Wonder how much each like pass cost if they unload.
And it's well, if they're going up against tanks and armored vehicles, it's depleted uranium rounds.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's start this show up. Let's get it going.
Ready?
All right, let's start.
What kind of license do you have to get those rounds?
You
Depleted uranium.
can't just go to Army Navy and buy those.
You can go to
Yeah.
Gritters.
Hey
Critter.
man, y'all got any depleted uranium rounds?
Academy.
I gotta shoot a tank.
Bass
no,
Pro
no,
Shop.
Guys,
fucking Cabela's right.
you guys got any of them depleted uranium rounds around? Here we go.
Which podcast are you listening to?
Yes.
Oh, my
great
God.
Jerry Jonestown Massacre.
Which
Sorry.
accounts are you subscribing to?
That was off
You
mic.
guys went to the fucking
I still got
computer
some
radio
pipes.
show?
That was off
What
mic.
the fuck? Nobody fucking listens to the computer radio.
I'm interested, like genuinely.
Fuck Tuesday. Fuck this podcast.
This episode of the Jay Jones Last
Thompson.
by
Guys note.
and,
Matt Thompson.
Oh,
and
that's
Plastic
right.
Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material, including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
I would like a slow Roosevelt shirt. You never see him anymore. You never see slow Roosevelt shirts anymore. Remember, you used to see him all the time.
Show number 613. It is Tuesday, February 4th. I actually went looking for them online at one time.
Yeah.
Some old one-ton shirts.
One-ton
Did you go to Aiden?
Oh, you're looking at $250 to $500. People are selling them. I'm like,
I
come
bet
on,
it's all
man.
Aiden
Probably is.
pumping his own
My
stock.
internet company up in
Yeah.
Denton ain't doing that well.
So he's gonna pump his own stock down here.
This is like the fourth time Aiden has come up on our podcast in the past couple of weeks.
Really?
Aiden
we talked
Holt?
about him.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about him last week. I know for sure.
And out in L.A. we did.
Yeah, because we were talking about
I don't remember.
the one-ton sound.
Seems a bit of a bit of a dream. Oh yeah, the 1 ton drop.
The one-ton drop.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember hearing that on your show.
As you were playing
your
it
audio, yeah.
at the Donner booth or the Dahmer booth or whatever who makes
Yeah.
that guitar, and then you just see
Dunnable.
Dunnable. That's
Is it
was.
Dunnable? Dunable? What is it?
Dunable. I don't know.
We need a correct pronunciation. That's someone we should get in here, or at least do a call in to. Would be the guys there, because I
Where
would
are
like
they
to talk.
at?
To, man, I think I looked it up, but I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's in the States.
I think for the next
God, I miss this guy's voice. What happened to his project that he was doing with the dudes from what was it, the
Executed.
Furies?
Are you talking about Dagger Club or White Elephant?
No, he did.
Neither
he was
one of
doing,
them
he,
exists.
he was doing one oh well, there was Dagger Club too. What
Yeah.
happened
Yeah.
with that? Just
Executed. Done.
it was such a good
Yeah.
show.
COVID killed that one.
The other thing, there was another project that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that was really, really interesting, and I need
The
to talk
Beatleism?
to a
A
guitarist.
Dozen Furies. Didn't he do something with the Dozen Furies?
I don't remember that.
I don't know.
He did.
Man, I might be on drugs. I'm still in California.
California Drugs.
Did you announce the show number?
Yes,
Oh.
I did.
What
At the
show
beginning
number
of
is
the
it?
show. 613. Yes, it is the night of Mr. Fister. This is Doug Fister Day.
Why did this get brought to life? Mr.
Doug Fister, it's his birthday. He's
So-
41 years old.
So you made this up,
Former pitcher for the Rangers.
but it's not an official day. You just made it up.
I
to-
think it should be. You know,
Most
Andrew
definitely
reads
should
off
be.
these things on his show every day about National Day of Who Gives a Fuckitis. I think this is an important
Who gives a
day
fuck?
that needs to be known. This Doug Fister's birthday needs to be Mr. Fister Day.
I mean, he's got two eyeball colors.
He does.
What's that called again? When they have two eyeball colors?
Your
Thomas?
wolf?
I don't know. David
One of
Bowie's
your
weren't-
wolves?
David
There's
Bowie's
two
weren't
wolves.
two
Direwolf?
different colors, were they? No.
Yeah.
He
There's a
just
name
had
for
no,
it.
no. He
It's
just had
not synesthesia.
his pupil was just
Yeah,
larger
it's something
than the
like
other.
it's scientific sounding. It sounds above our pay grade.
Probably is.
Would you say it was, Dustin? It was
synesthesia.
syn-
But that's not it.
anesthesia. Yes,
So what's it called? Let's see here. Heterochromia.
that's it.
Heterochromia.
That's a good
Yeah.
band name. Remember when we were going to be 7-story drop? Could have been.
And
What
it
was
was
that?
all the 2-4 or the 1-ton drop.
Yeah, that's all we'd play. Well, we could have been called that.
7-story 1-ton drop.
What was the other one we were really close to? What was it? 7 Seconds to Live? We were trying to do the 30 Seconds to Mars type name.
And all our songs were going to be 30-second to songs
Doo-doo.
covers.
Doo-doo-doo.
I think these are all on our shitty band list covers.
Yeah.
Shitty band list names.
Yeah, I've got some shitty band names that it's funny because that used to be a big thing that Andrew, we would just take down poopy band names the whole time we were in California, but I think we got too distracted by Dolphin Core this time.
Dolphin Core?
The Dolphins were pretty crazy.
Did
this
you hear
year
what was
in
going on with
California.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, did,
No.
All the
yeah,
videos
what do
and
you
stuff.
mean?
yeah, the thing was just going around out in the Pacific, like fucking up everybody, fucking up the great whites, if like whales.
The
just
band?
what? I mean,
That's a bit
I
of a
think,
hot subject. Ba-dum-tsh.
You feel good about that one? Is
I
that-
do,
Is that
yeah.
your stand-up?
yikes, man, yikes!
So yeah, there were just a massive pod of
Just
like
punking the whole ocean.
thousands of dolphins just going around
and we just walked up on it.
fucking up Southern California, and we just standing out there in our stone state, just going,
Watching them for about 30 minutes.
man, that's cool.
There's a lot of dolphins out
That's
there.
a lot of dolphins out there, man.
And then Dave decided they're about to attack, and apparently,
Well, those two
they-
girls ran out there, and then they come running back up on shore. We're
Yeah.
like, there's dolphins coming.
Did
I
you
would
see-
not fuck with a dolphin. They go toe to toe
hell
with
no,
sharks.
man.
Mm.
They don't
There's
rip you
only
to flesh. They will hump you to death.
they want to
They are
do one
very
thing to
sexually
humans.
Aggravated, yes.
They want
Like-
to rape and kill you.
You know, you can't even touch a manatee if it reaches out to you because they're federally protected.
Yeah,
Found that out too.
Well, what happens? They get some kind of disease or something.
but if a
you
manatee
touch it?
runs into you, you're okay
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
What's
just
the
can't
reason?
actively touch it. I don't know what the
because
reason
they're
is.
just protected.
yeah.
It's kind of like
protected
if
They were
if
dying
all of
off
a
for a
sudden we
while,
were
but-
to go to some island that had never been around humans.
Well, they're all over Florida. They're like in the rivers of Florida and
Mhm.
stuff. You like there's places I don't know around Miami and stuff, and those weird marshes and stuff where they just come cruising up like,
Yeah.
hey man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like in
What's the difference between a
Everglades.
nutria and a otter or a what's the other one? Beaver. Like
A
aren't they all the
nutria's-
same thing?
No, a nutra
They're nasty looking.
is just basically a water rat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and a
they're big.
beaver
They're pretty
actually-
big, aren't they?
Yeah, a beaver's bigger, I think.
Than the nutria.
Yeah, and then there's
Then what's the otter?
Puxatawny Phil.
What's Bucky?
That's a groundhog.
Bucky is a beaver.
So who wins in all these fights? Like who's the most aggressive? The Wolverine? I guess he just fucks it all up, doesn't he? Are they in the same
Are they in the same family?
house?
Or maybe a honey badger. 'Cause, You know,
Oh,
honey
yeah,
badgers
honey
are
badgers
evil.
Honey
used to
badger
be
don't give a shit.
badasses.
No.
Do
No,
honey badgers have claws?
Daniel
right?
Ricciardo does not give a shit.
They have claws, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah, they do.
Crazy ass teeth.
What's a platypus got?
Nutria rodents
a duckbill.
of
What's-
unusual size.
I don't think they exist.
They're
They
like
do.
birds.
I've seen them. They look like weird rats.
Yeah.
That was going along with Susie's quote.
And then what else?
We should do a whole
What is their
show
family?
on that. What are their penises like? Are they corkscrewed?
We need to reach out to Peter for that
Yeah.
and find out what a nutria. What are they called?
I don't know. There's rodents, and then there's like, what's the difference?
A nutria
I
penis
get
bone.
confused when we. Oh, the you're talking
baculum.
about baculum. Yeah.
Oh,
I get confused though when you start talking about the platypus and the beavers and all that stuff because they all look the same, except some of them have claws, right? Or do all of them have claws? Some of them have flippers, like seals, right?
Or webbed feet.
Yeah, webbed feet.
The baculum of a nutria is only about the size of a dime.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
That
little.
can't be pleasurous for the female
And
nutria.
it just looks like a straight stick. There's no.
They must
fun,
scissor a lot.
No corkscrew, no barbs, no sparks, no barnacles.
So
no
they got to
nothing.
scissor a lot.
Cat, cat penises have barbs. So
Now, what about a groundhog?
They are.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, happy Groundhog's Day.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah,
That
Did
was
you
on
see Shadow?
Sunday.
Oh, that was
Sunday,
Sunday?
right?
Really?
That was on Sunday.
bright and shiny.
Did you hear the dumb bullshit that PETA's trying to pull?
What now?
No.
They
What?
want either an AI groundhog or an audio animatronic groundhog is what they want to
Give
put
me a
in there
fucking break. Jeez.
instead
Why-
of the
why-
real thing.
Because it's offensive to groundhogs. Like, what's the problem with
Or,
having no
or
Because
animal
I
rights
guess
activists.
They think that groundhog's mistreated. That's probably the best treated animal in Pennsylvania, if not the entire.
You can't. You're not supposed to
Northeast.
kill them, are you? Up there. What's the difference between a
can
groundhog
eat
and
'em.
a gopher?
Size.
Are they? Is a groundhog a
No.
little fatter?
What's the groundhog family? Tree. What does that fall in?
Is it a rodent?
This is why we aren't zoologists. We need to get someone from the zoo. Remember the list we were making? Let's get someone from the zoo up
Okay.
here
Yeah.
because we got
Brian Fellow.
all these damn things that are like ground dogs or squirrels or in the squirrel family or whatever. We need to figure this out.
Yeah.
Where does everybody go? What is their? What is it?
They're classes. They're animal classes.
Their animal
Animalia
class?
They're
classes,
kingdoms and
yeah,
then
kingdoms.
classes and then species, or is it kingdom, species, classes, something like that?
I don't remember the order.
I don't know. I
Happy
haven't-
Tuesday, Matt Thomas.
Happy Tuesday, Matt Stubbs and
Dustin, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Matt Squared.
hmm
That's easy for you.
Yes, very very easy. So we got let's do a little bit of California cleanup before we shoot the shit.
Okay.
Um,
And welcome back.
we got a lot. I went to Cicada on Friday night, and that'll be part of the shoot the shit thing. But got a lot of people that were like, "Y'all shows in California were pretty good." I dug them.
How
How
many
much
did we
to 'em?
do?
Well, there were two because Susie and I did one
Ah.
out there on the first week, and then you and I did the one driving around. And Denver liked the one where you're driving around because we acted like we were just out of it.
Yeah,
And I
we kind
think-
of were.
I
though.
said
It was,
there
it
was-
was a weird day.
I told him, I was like, there was no being out of it. We were out of it.
Well,
We
it was
were like-
raining, and we're not used to that when
Not-
we go out there.
not in
There was
California.
Winter storm warnings like 20 miles away,
Still carrying around a bunch of
and then
gummies.
a day later they got rain in Palm Springs and or Joshua Tree area.
Snow.
Like I'm sorry, not rain, snow.
Like
It's
6
Like
inches.
snowed?
6 inches. It looked like a movie set.
I
It
didn't
was
know
really
that.
cool. Winter Wonderland.
Very post-apocalyptic.
We know Eric woke up that morning. I don't know if you were up or in there yet.
Delegard.
When Eric we were sitting around the table and Eric goes, "Hey, you want to go to Mammoth today?" And I was like, "How far is it?" And we were looking it up, and it's quite a drive. And we wouldn't have made it there anyway because the interstate was shut down because they got like 24 inches on the
Yeah.
interstate.
Did he
or
stay an
more.
extra day?
No.
He just wanted to take a day off from. Yeah, he did mention that. I remember.
But he's one of those. He likes to float. He can change airline tickets. No big deal. It's like if we go snowboarding,
a
let's
floater.
go snowboarding. We can go floating. We can go.
Oh,
out there
that
and
would
go
be
snowboarding.
awesome if we turned it into a snowboarding trip. Like dodged Nam and was like, screw it, let's just go to Big Bear. Freaking do some snowboarding.
You know how close we were just to dodging all of Nam?
Should have.
I came back
What do you
home.
mean?
You'd have more brain cells.
Well, probably so. I came back home and I started watching a bunch of videos for the stuff we missed. We missed
Yeah,
a
there
lot,
was.
but we saw the demon box. That's all that matters. We saw the demon box.
I think you and I might have been the only guys that saw it because when I brought it up at the house, everybody's like, "What are
What?
you talking about?
that
What
a-
is this mystic?"
everybody
you
was
speak of?"
walking, and I saw it out of the corner of my eyes, and I hit you and went, "Look!"
Yeah, we
It's the
stopped
demon
down.
box.
It was the demon
Then
box.
we went over there and looked at it, and the lady
what
was
is it?
playing with it. It's by Eternal Research, and we've talked about it on this show before. It's the first device they've ever made, and it is all these. I don't know if it's magnets or antennas in it or what, but you you like put a drill over it and it starts
Half
making all
theorem.
these crazy weird sounds
Oh.
and stuff. You can put
Okay.
anything over it, and it's got all these different plugs. But what I didn't know is it also glitches your video signal. And
No
that's what the
shit.
lady showed. She was like, "Look,
Yeah.
they had a camera hooked up to it. It was pointed at us, and as she ran a drill over the top of it, it kept glitching the video signal in weird ways." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
What was the name of the
That
thing that
is.
you got into for about back when we were still doing
back.
shows every year at South by Southwest, and you would get those kits? It's right there. One of them's right there. What's the
The
name of it?
Thingamglob?
The Theminglob. What if you put that over the Demon Box? What do you think would happen? It would just Ghostbusters 4
A portal to a different dimension would just
have
open
to
up.
be.
Yeah, my Thingamaglob. Oh, it's still working.
Like if you put that instead of the drill over the Demon Box, it's a portal. It's an automatic portal,
Yeah,
and
go.
dolphins come and go through it.
Dolphins come through and spear you.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll stop playing this.
we could do that for hours.
And you know,
I think we have in here before too.
I forgot the guy's name is Dr. something that used to make these, and you go down and buy the kits.
Yeah.
And I used to get them every time we go
Were
down.
they- Was it in Austin?
It was in Austin. Dang it. What was his name? There's a big Target where his shop is now. Used to be like on MLK Junior, but I think they put that giant Target where his shop
That
was.
freaking
Dr.
Targets,
Bleep
man.
Labs. That's what
That's
it was.
it.
Dr. Bleep Labs.
I always get them confused with what we were talking about in the thread the other day. The teenage
Engineering.
teenage
And
engineering.
I've got a bunch of their stuff too.
Those are cool too.
I just don't have any of them in here.
We need to incorporate it into a song. One of those boxes.
Yeah, I don't see my teenage engineering stuff, but yeah, we
I've
can
seen
do that.
it.
Yeah,
We've messed around with, and we've
Yeah.
talked. Remember, I was once
I've
even
got
was
like
gonna
6
do
of
stuff.
them now.
You live, you did it,
Yeah, I
but we
had.
never put it in studio.
I would used to set him up on my rig,
Yeah,
unmiked, just making racket before we would play, and the sound guys would get so weirded out by what was going on
yeah.
because they couldn't figure out what, and it was fun to fuck with them.
They would generally just, by deduction,
Just give
just
up.
say that it was my pedal board because
Yeah.
it usually was my pedal board.
What is all this noise coming through there?
Is it Stubbs pedal board again?
Yeah. So the other thing I want to talk about in with the California cleanup was like right
California
after
cleanup.
dropped you off at the airport. I was like, well, went over to the hotel. They let us check in the hotel early, so we checked in, and then which was right by the airport. You know, just not even right as you exit the airport.
You stay in Inglewood?
I guess is that considered Inglewood? But it was a nice Radisson. It was awesome.
Oh, cool.
So real badass hotel. But then I was like, well, I was looking around for something. I was like, holy shit, it's right here. Because you and I were talking about, I think, on the podcast as we were driving around, but
I thought we saw it.
just
When we were,
not even half a mile. You know where we got gas after I picked you up from the airport?
It was right down the street from there.
If we would have gone just a couple more blocks, we would have been at SoFi. And so went running around
SoFi Stadium.
Went running around SoFi Stadium, and that whole area, they have one of those.
I thought you were talking about the Church of Scientology because we've been there before.
Oh yeah. But we went to the SoFi Stadium, and to see that area that they've built it all up.
Looks so cool. The picture you sent.
The stadium is badass, but they have that thing that we want to go to in Dallas to watch the soccer games.
Oh yeah,
The Cosm.
Cosm.
So that's there. They have a Cosm facility. They have a bunch
Jism?
of other stuff and a Target all right there.
What is it with targets, man?
Targets are
The
everywhere.
Dolphins got these targets out, and that's
Yeah.
where they're gonna. Their portals are gonna put them through targets, and they're gonna kill all the humans.
And then right on the back side of that is the forum, the Kia Forum, because that's who sponsors it now.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me up, if we would have stayed a few more days, we could have gone to that Fire Aid concert
Yeah,
and seen the Nirvana
The
reunion.
Nirvana reunion, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Green Day and Chili Peppers and Dr. Dre and
there was a lot of crazy stuff happening before we went, during, like while we were there, and after. It was crazy because I kept seeing new, and then the shooting at the pier.
yeah. What?
What?
Why? I can't find any
It
information.
had to be
out
dolphin
about that.
related.
So we were at the Newport Pier. We walked all the way out to the end of it. If you've seen any of my pictures online, if you follow me or whatever, you'll see a picture from there of all the guys, their backs to me as they're standing at the end of the
Yeah, I
pier.
saw that.
Looking at dolphins.
The day after we leave, and we were actually standing there looking at dolphins.
Yeah.
But the day after we leave, or a couple days after we leave, a guy drives up on that pier with the cops chasing him, gets out of his car. There's all sorts of people on the pier, and the cops just light him up. And there's a guy standing there, and then all of a sudden in the background, you see him just kind of run off. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of iffy, man.
It's dolphin related.
Keeping track of your bullets. But did you ever find out why?
Fuck no.
No.
I'm pretty sure it probably had to do with mentally disturbed or something like that. Someone
Now I want to
mental
see
breakdown.
the police footage so I could see if
I'm
any
sure
of you
it's
guys
up
were
somewhere.
capture on the body cam if you were that close.
Well, we weren't. We were. It was the day
Oh,
before.
here we go. Menifee man. Where's Menifee at?
Menifee.
Menifee.
Kurt Menifee.
A man suspected of killing a woman in Menifee Saturday morning was shot to death about 3 hours later at the Newport Beach Pier at the end of a pursuit by Santa Ana police officers. Why did he drive up on a pier? Was he thinking, oh, I can get away from them?
Guess he's seen Man on Fire, or not Man on Fire, was it?
Falling down.
Falling Down. A
Oh
lot.
yeah, that did end on a pier. You're right.
In Venice, Venice Beach, wasn't it?
Hell, I don't remember, man. I haven't seen that movie since I
That
was
was
in high
falling
school.
down. Yeah. He was
wanted to do that.
45. They chased him down. Let's see. It says they request
Seems
the
right.
pursuit ended north in the end of the city of Newport where an officer involved shooting occurred. That's all it says.
You know, I
It
had
was in there.
another episode of the Ghetto Bird flying around my neighborhood over the weekend.
You want
That's
me to move
two-
over there?
That is 2
Ghetto Bird.
in less than a month.
What is going
This
on
was
in
a
your
little
neighborhood?
bit. Now, this
Like-
wasn't exactly in my neighborhood, but they followed him. Apparently, the guy had run from 20 due north and was like at Vandergrift Park, and that's where the helicopter was circling. And they were while they were looking for him. They went over my neighborhood a few times. I was like, "What's going on?" I have to put the turret guns up on the
You
fence
gotta
post.
get that one that they keep showing online. That's the robot AI that tracks people and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do when someone jumps the
Just
fence?
press a
It's
button.
like- well, right now you don't.
Oh,
have
right
that
now?
capability.
it's just blasting. It's a joyous occasion, honestly.
Yeah. So anyway, start blasting.
Merry Christmas, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop. And you gotta yell that.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, pop, pop, pop. So yeah, Friday night went over the cicada. I thought you were coming out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like 8:30, something just came over me. I'm like, God, I'm so fucking tired.
We were just
Like-
talking about
like
that.
I
another
went to bed
man?
at 9 p.m. I don't know what the fuck was up with me. I didn't sleep that well that night before though. But up until then, I was ready to go. I was like,
I took a big
Shit.
nap before going over there,
mm,
and then
sucks I missed it.
you had Denver, and Denver Williams the Gas Money played, and then Henry the Archer, or no, Royal
Royal
Sons,
Sons.
and then Henry the Archer. It was a crazy ass night. It was packed. It was good.
Yeah,
A
I
whole
saw
bunch of
pictures.
people were there, and I thought Matt would show up.
Stubbs.
I was hoping
I
you'd
would-
show up.
I totally would have, but I forgot that I had to pick up the little one, and we had plans for
Thought you could have your induction.
my induction
Ceremony.
to the sex cult. I got kicked out
Wait,
of the sex
no,
cult.
what?
What?
What you talking about?
Huh? What?
I was talking about
I guess our circadian rhythms are off.
California gummies.
Oh,
Yeah. But you lots of gummies.
oh, you talking about Thomas?
Then you
Huh?
limp like every day.
Were you giving? Did you bring all your leftovers and just give them out?
Yeah,
I don't want them.
What'd you fly with?
I muled.
What'd you mule with?
What do
Like, did you just bring the gummies and some pens, or did you bring some of the joints too?
No.
You guys are outlaws.
Well, they were. There, no one looks at the psilocybin
Yeah.
products.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, I got searched again. Searched both ways this time.
Did they feel your balls
Yeah.
again? What
Yeah,
did they
same
ask
thing.
them what set it off?
Every time they say it's gunpowder residue or bomb making. I think I'm just on a list, and they make things up because it's funny that it was the same spot, like my groin.
Do you put
What
talcum powder on there?
does that cause it? Even if I did,
Because talcum be considered a gunpowder residue?
Yeah, and it's illegal
is it
now.
flammable?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
But if you use that
I-
body stick, to keep from getting
N-
monkey butt,
Maybe it's my own crotch rot because just from walking around Nam.
how'd you like
But the thing is, it happened on the way out too.
their X-ray machines
Which one?
at
At
LAX?
X?
They had the big American side. The
Not on the
American
terminal I was at.
Oh, they had the new big space age. Looks like
seen
a
it.
rocket engine.
Yeah, it's cool.
That you put your stuff through, and they're like,
Yeah.
you don't have to take anything out. You're all good. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I've
We'll
done
look at
that
it.
before. I can't remember if it was in Denver or going to Denver here. I have done that, and you're right. It looks like a big old flux capacitor rocket engine just laying down in the
It
middle
looks
of
like it's going in
TSA.
there. Yeah,
That's insane. I never
It's-
seen one like that.
you haven't.
They don't. Did
At-
they not
at an
have them in
airport,
Love
no.
Field? I guess they don't have it out in Love Field.
No, they just have the.
It's the regular machine.
yeah,
regular X-ray machines.
Yet. Yeah.
I wonder. Oh, that's weird. You keep getting stopped though.
don't know
I
what
would
the
be
deal is.
asking. I'd be like, "What's the deal?" Every time I come.
Every
through
time
here,
every time I've asked them, they said, "You know what?" Marlon said, "Just go ahead and get the fast pass,
The clear?
thing." Yeah, the what do you pay, like $100 or something, and where you're pre-screened.
yeah, pre-check.
He
Yeah.
He said just do that, and if something comes up, then they'll let you know why you can't, and then you'll know. Just waste some money, but I don't know.
So you got to pay $100 to find out that you have crotch rot.
That got crotch rot. That didn't take enough
It's
showers.
very weird. Like, I didn't go shoot. I thought about before we left because it was pretty nice here. The Sunday before we left, I was like, man, we should go to the range and go shooting. And then I was like, nope, I don't want to have any gunpowder anywhere near me when I go
Yeah.
to the airport
Well,
or on me or
Yeah.
any
They-
residue anywhere.
So the time that I did get one of the guys to talk to me a little bit, because usually they don't talk to me, and now it's old hat, so they're more suspicious because I'm like, no Russian. I don't say nothing. I'm just like, and so they think something's up. If you ever want to put a red
Have you
flag up to
ever
a law
said-
enforcement officer or TSA, just shut your mouth because then
Shut your mouth, and when they
just be
touch you,
quiet.
go, Ali Akbar.
But I did talk to that guy because I was like, I wanted to know what he was, because they always take their gloves off. They'll do the pat, then they rub something, and then they take their gloves off, and they put it all in a box, and then a computer does a readout. And so I was like, what's going on here? This is like the third time that this has happened. And I thought the last time I thought it was my knee braces because I started wearing knee braces a lot. And so on the way back, it was a trip that Mandy and I went on. I took the knee braces off, still got it. And then this trip here to LA, both ways. It's like, and then sometimes when you and I travel together, they don't know what to do because they got to go through all your shit. And then I set them off for the fucking atomic nuclear waste that's in my crotch. And they're just like,
Yeah, this time I didn't get stopped either way.
they
Yeah.
got that down.
When
they?
when we went to New York City, they didn't go through your camera bag there either.
See,
No,
when
and
I go,
I've got my bag pretty
Not a
good now.
TSA at least.
Denver always goes through my shit. That was one place, and Vegas went through it when we went out to Vegas a long time
Oh, that's
ago.
right. And they went through Stubbs' bag too.
Yeah,
I remember that.
New York. New York City. I've never had an issue.
Except to that club we went to.
Here's
in
every
Brooklyn.
once in a while. Huh? What?
You remember how you got strip shirts at that club we tried to go up to next to the hotel?
Oh,
we were
that
in?
stupid restaurant bar thing, that rooftop
Kimoto.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
strip
that place.
strip searched.
Yeah.
Was that when we went to Vegas?
No,
No,
this
that's
was
New York. It was the
Oh.
Dillinger show when we stayed in Brooklyn.
Did something goofy happen in Vegas?
yeah. I almost knocked one of your teeth out. Remember?
Well, besides that,
No, I don't remember. That
I remember that flight
I
attendant
remember
got us drunk
when we left
because we let him be
yeah.
on a show.
Yeah. Here's y'all some stuff. And then on Saturday night this weekend was the
Oh wait, I want to go back to the the
Cicada?
Yeah. How was so?
Show us.
This was the I'm sorry, you said it was Royal Sons,
Henry the
Henry
Archer.
and
Denver Williams.
Denver
yeah,
Williams.
Denver Williams. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, it was a good night
And was
from
the-
what I remember.
before aforementioned?
Did-
You said they were out and about.
Yeah, and having You
Was
know
m-
those?
Was my redhead there?
Well, I got something to say about that later.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was funny.
Did she have a rough night? Every once in a while that happens with that lady.
You know, there's a time when people become a caricature of themselves.
Remember when we saw her out of nowhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the wildest thing, I think, because you and I had just started to talk about her.
And we're like, what?
And
Huh?
then next thing we know, what are you doing here? What are y'all doing here?
Do I
what are you
know
doing
this
here?
I
person?
don't know.
I don't know if you do, man.
I don't
I
know.
know this person because I wasn't there.
But Sin Dog's about to punch me in the face.
Yeah. And then,
Sendog
and then
from
Dave
Cypress
Grohl,
Hill.
Dave
Yeah.
Grohl pushes Dustin out of the way.
And then tells me, I forgot what he say.
Look out, man!
No, he came up and goes, "Get the fuck out of my way, man!" And then he goes, "I'm just kidding. I love you, man. It's all good."
You know, he's turning 60 this year.
Yeah,
Jeez, man, that's oh god, that's
freaking
sad.
crazy, freaking crazy. Yeah, and then Sin Dog's
Sin
giving
and
Matt
Raya's. Yeah.
the evil eye.
Yeah.
Just looking at him like, I
No,
know
he
you.
didn't. He was cool with us. And you said you saw B Real. I didn't see B Real.
He was only
But
there for
everybody-
like,
Yeah, I imagine
A
he
little
couldn't
bit.
hang out that long.
yeah, he wasn't there.
Sin Dog can go incognito, but not B
Yeah,
Real.
nah.
And it's a good thing too, because I'd have gone up to him and been like,
Hey, Louie.
And you know, we saw at NAMM this year. We saw the dreadlocked bass player, the female bass player.
for.
Was she playing for?
Are you talking about?
She was at that party at the barbecue place. God, I can't remember who she played for, but she was like,
White Zombies? What's her name?
Shania Solt?
it
not
wasn't
her, was it?
her, but it looked like her.
Oh.
wonder who-
But she was at NAMM this year, and I can't think of what her freaking name is.
Dreadlock female bassist.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
yeah.
Hmm.
I do remember something.
We were standing on the NAMM floor. And
That
she
was a
came walking
weird
by.
night. Remember we walked in and Whiskey Dick was playing songs that they played at
At
Broncos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was a very
And
weird night.
we're in what do you think capacity was 5,000 there?
Yeah.
And it's pretty crowded. And you're like, dude,
You
those
know
are
that
our
place-
friends.
That place reminds me kind of like the Bronco Bowl.
Yeah, if it was more kind of in a pit.
Yeah, if it was sunk more down, if you came in at
Yeah.
a higher level, went down. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Bronco Bowl. That place was interesting.
They
I found out more information about that place this
Oh,
week on our text.
the
thread.
observatory.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. They've had some really badass shows out there.
And if we would have gone the night we landed,
That sucks. That was a blow.
we would have seen Tool
Yeah.
What?
just hop on stage and
Would they play
it was
4
the bass
songs?
player awards for Bass Player Magazine
Oh,
awards.
I didn't know that was going on there too. Shit.
And well, it happens every year. But they, the first night was opening night at NAMM. Well, everybody flew in, and we were dicking around and trying to figure out our lives. And
Still haven't done that.
it cost quite a bit to get in. But I might have, after look at the lineup and who was going to be
So
there,
it
I
was
would have
open
paid.
to the public.
Yeah, I would have paid to get in. But yeah, they gave Justin Chancellor a Lifetime Achievement Award,
Oh, badass.
and then
What's the name of
Out
his
of
bass
nowhere,
again that I think you should go pick
wall
up
bass?
at
Wall.
Guitar Center?
Wall.
Yeah.
They don't even carry them at Guitar Center
no,
Oh, it's an inside joke.
unless they had a used one by total off chance. But if you trade it in there,
They
you're a
might.
fucking idiot.
they might over there in Highland Park, that one. But they, yeah, Tool came out and played,
Yeah, that was.
and they only played 2 songs, but it was
And then Danny Carey's at
30
the baked
minutes
potato
worth.
with his jazz band doing the jazz jam.
yeah, and we should have drove up to the Baked Potato.
That'd have been easy.
But it's in Burbank, right? Isn't that
Baked
where it
Potato?
was?
I don't
Or
know.
was Public Enemy in Burbank? Because we talked about going to Public Enemy too.
Yeah,
That's where I flew into Burbank Airport last time we went to that area.
I miss it as soon as I get back. Like I don't miss it the day when I get back, but the next day when I wake up and it's just you're back in shitty Allergyville.
Well, when I had to get up,
Why do I move from that place?
when I had to get up and go to work, and then saw the flat land around me, it was like, where's the mountains and the hills?
Where's the dolphins?
Where are the
Killer
dolphins?
dolphins.
Where's the
Pregnant
beach?
dolphin, I want to die.
Where's
So-
the snow?
Back to that show, Cicada. Everybody had a good show.
Yeah, it was a great show. It was a fun night.
Henry, what's
good
Henry
night.
up to?
Since that's his legal name now. Yeah.
About I don't know. What is he about?
Was
6
he
foot?
angry?
No. It was a good night. It was a great.
That's closer
They
to, like,
They had a great set.
5'11".
Is he still rocking the 3-piece?
Had a
Well, and Tom
no.
Urquhart,
Oh,
the
yeah, the
trombonist,
trombone.
yeah.
I was hoping that wouldn't become a super spreader event because everybody's getting the flu.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere,
and it's
Fort
it's
Worth,
weird. It's
they
a
said-
long-lasting strain too that
Mhm.
sticks around for like 2 weeks.
I was really worried about that, but I think I had the shield of the mushrooms to protect me, the mushroom gummies to protect me. And then on Saturday night the new Post opened.
Oh
which
shit,
is
That's
in the
right.
old Lola's Saloon,
that's right.
and it was a big banger with a bunch of cool bands there. I didn't go because I was wore out.
It's
and
what?
beat
So
down.
what? They moved it They moved it over there, like off of 7th, or
Yeah, it's in the old
Sixth, yeah.
Lola's
or
front
6th.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So the
thought that
Post
was going to
moved to.
get. I thought the building was going to get condemned.
No, it
And,
it
uh,
became a birdie social club.
It was
after
going to get gentrified.
Lola's
It was
moved
supposed
out.
to, but
Yeah.
things change. People get money.
Yeah.
Things that change hands, and
Yeah, it's true.
Brian Farrell's new club also opened up, didn't it? Didn't you go to it?
Thunderbird.
it's been open for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the word? Thunderbird.
Thunderbird might go down there this weekend. Maybe I don't know.
I might go in there too.
It's
They got
kinda- it's
any
kinda fun.
THC seltzers there?
I think everybody does now, right?
Is that the thing?
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got to have them. Except for closing this weekend, I don't think the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo has any.
Oh, is it over already?
Yeah, this last
Man, I never made it
last
out.
weekend. I went on went out there Sunday and did some droning.
You better watch it, man.
Droning.
What? I'm just out taking pictures. I don't have lethal
You're gonna get
charges on
probed.
it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get probed by the cartels.
It's not like he's remotely controlling a Blackhawk into a jet or anything like that.
easy.
A
Good
Blackhawk?
Gosh, man.
What are you talking about?
talking
What are you
about-
into?
he's talk-
BBC?
He's talking about the plane crash.
We got an email
Dude,
from the
come on,
BBC
man.
because of your mouth, son. Your mouth. The BBC emailed us.
Said, get that Matt Thomas off the
Let's see here.
mate.
In fact, the next
Wrong
segment
country.
is the emails.
No, they say mate.
No, we're in trouble.
I'm sure we are, man.
I was going through our emails from the trip.
You know they're
since we've
getting
been gone,
after Americans right now. They're trying to censor Americans over there.
and that's what's happened.
And you go ahead and make a
BBC
air disaster joke.
Black Hawk joke. Black Hawk down.
Yeah. Oof, man, you guys.
Anything you want to say about? Well, we'll get to that here in a minute.
I was wondering if you were going to. I mean,
We're gonna prepare.
so many fucking events have happened in the last 2 weeks since
It
your
is,
absence.
but we're on the email segment, so
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what happened tonight on my way over here? Apparently, we're gonna take over the Gaza Strip.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be the new
I
Disney.
heard about that too.
the
I'm
new
like,
Disney World Israel. Disney Gaza.
All right, so we got 4 emails, and I want to knock these out real quick. We got 4 of them.
I'm gonna shed the shirt.
They
little
were sent to us while we were out of town. If you want to email us, you can. Jerry Jonestown Massacre at gmail.com. That is Jerry Jonestown Massacre. Jonestown is one word. Or it's all one word, actually. Jerry Jonestown Massacre at gmail.com. You can also call us 682-593-JJTM. Yes, please call us so we don't lose the number. So
Yeah.
Google doesn't take the number away.
it
I said
still works.
don't
You
call
tested before you started.
682-593-JJTM. Free feel and call us right now. We may play it by the time the show's over. All right, so the first one we got this email on January 21st. It says, "Dear JJTM, where are you guys? It's Tuesday, and I'm on YouTube waiting for you. Where are you guys? You guys didn't go to that commie state, did you? Faithfully yours for now, S."
People need to calm down. Calling California that.
And then on the 28th, we got another email. "Dear JJTM, where are you guys? It's Tuesday and I'm on YouTube
Are
for
y'all
another
still in
week.
the commie state?
Where are you guys? And why aren't you on here? Did you burn up in LA?
Oh man.
I wanted to be the first to tell you in the year of the snake. Please come back to me, S."
It's the year of the Jake Snake.
So all they put is
Jake the
S. So I don't know
Snake.
who they are.
Yep. he's
Ass?
from
I think I
Yes.
know who that is probably.
Jake the Snake's from Gainesville.
It may have been someone sending us emails while they were sitting right beside us.
Yeah. Or
and knew we weren't doing the show.
yeah,
That seems plausible.
Very plausible. We're all sitting at the table hanging out, and someone's sitting down
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna send y'all an email.
yeah, we never made it out to Rebecca.
No,
Hadouken?
we didn't. And I got reprimanded for that.
It's funny
We
how
got to make it up for her.
it's funny how now we run out of gas. Like it's like
It
there
wasn't
was
really.
2 times that I looked up and you with your head up were completely asleep in another world.
Well, that was like at 1 a.m.
No,
yeah.
I think one was in the afternoon.
Oh well, I can do that too. I've learned to do that at work.
Oh, AT&T.
Um.
Oh shoot.
All right. Here's
Time code.
Time code.
here's the 2 serious emails.
Serious.
Subject: termination of broadcast agreement. The Jerry Jonestown Massacre. Dear Mr. Schneider,
We regret to inform you.
I hope this message finds you well. We are writing to formally notify you that due to recent changes in broadcasting standards on the United Kingdom's new Broadcasting Content and Decency Act of 2025, the program The Jerry Jonestown Massacre is no longer in compliance with the updated guidelines for content suitable for broadcast
See, Thomas?
on BBC One Radio Network. Following a thorough review, we have determined that the content of several recent episodes breaches the new regulations concerning excessive use of obscenity and explicit language, inappropriate commentary on sensitive topics, content deemed offensive or potentially harmful to public sensibilities, that's their new law. So,
I'll just talk to Pierce. I'll get this worked out by Pierce.
let's get it worked out. While we fully
Or Simon
respect your
Cowell.
creative freedom and the unique
Yeah,
style that has garnered your program a dedicated following, we must prioritize adherence to the new standards set by the regulatory authorities. Unfortunately, we are left with no alternative but to immediately terminate our broadcasting agreement effective 1/31/25.
So it's already happened.
Yeah, it already happened. At the end of the month.
I
We
wonder what we
sincerely
said that not put us over the top.
I don't know. I wish they'd give us a list. We sincerely appreciate the contributions you have made to our network and acknowledge the loyal audience your show has cultivated. Should you wish to discuss the possibility of a return in the future under revised content guidelines, we would be happy to reopen the conversation at a later date. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation in this manner. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Best regards, Head of Programming, BBC One Radio Network.
Well, God save the Queen. That sucks.
It's king now, dude. The queen's dead.
oh yeah.
So, if anybody over there in the UK is actually listening to us through a podcasting
God save
app,
the Queen. King.
shoot us an app.
King.
Shoot us a question. Shoot us
Yeah.
an email. Shoot us an email.
Tell us goodbye.
Tell us goodbye. But you can still listen to it on the podcast app. You don't need to listen to it on BBC Radio 1.
Right.
Yeah,
It's just
iTunes
all
as
those
well, right?
millions we were making.
Aren't we still on
Everybody-
iTunes?
Yeah, we're still on iTunes. You
Like,
can still,
I don't
you can go to
understand.
Spotify. You can go to, I don't even understand.
You
Like,
should
hey,
reply to the king and say, "Hey, George,
hey, didn't you fuck your nephew or some shit?
Whoa.
No?
I don't know if you know this, but you can still listen to us over there with the Apple, the iTunes.
Yeah. You don't have
Podcast
to
app.
be on BBC Radio
No.
1 network. It's just it won't be on their streaming whatever service or their broadcast service.
Well, that sucks.
Damn.
And then here's the silly one that I found.
Eventually, Texas is
I
going
told
to
you
kick us
guys
off
were-
too.
Probably. Oh, I actually have 5 emails. This one is subject betrayal of the century. What the fuck are they thinking? Dear Jerry Jonestown Massacre Commanders,
I think I know what this is about.
Meaning you two guys, not me.
I'm writing this email fueled by equal parts rage, disappointment, and just enough bourbon to push me over the edge. Do y'all know what these local podcast jabronis are doing? They've decided
That's
to
not what I
record
thought it was about.
their live show on the same goddamn night as the Jerry Jonestown Massacre. What kind of petty wannabe bullshit is this? I mean, really, out of 7 glorious days a week, they had to pick your night. This is like planning your kid's birthday party on Christmas morning and then being surprised when Jesus steals the spotlight.
Oh shit.
Who's Jesus in this analogy here?
I
This,
don't know. Look, I've got priorities. I can't be 2 places at once, and I'm not about to waste my time on some second-rate local podcast that sounds like it was recorded in a bathroom stall at a gas station off I-35. You guys are the real deal,
we should do a podcast.
and this other
in a
crew,
gas station bathroom
We
off of
should.
35 someday.
I think the one last
Go to
week,
Buc-ee's.
all the ones when we're in the car driving, I think they sound like we're in a bathroom. They're the off-brand serial version of podcasting. Tolerable if you're desperate, but it always leaves you a little dead inside. What do they think they're going to do? Steal your listeners? Fat chance. I'd rather staple my ears shut than listen to Fort Worth Roots while I'm missing out on your legendary antics.
Oh shit!
What show? What show?
I
is
actually
it?
thought when he sent this, it was about the Funky Panther, but I was like, they changed nights. But then we'll
When's
get
the
to this
Funky
here in a second.
Panther doing their show now?
I think they do it on Wednesday now.
Yeah, I think so. I got notifications when they go live.
Wednesday. I say we fight back. Do a live show twice as long, twice as loud, and twice as offensive. Make it so unmissable that their sad little event becomes a ghost town with tumbleweeds blowing through it. Or maybe just send your listeners over there to heckle them into oblivion. Either way, I got your back. In the meantime, I'll be drinking heavily, listening to old JJTM episodes, and wondering...
Old.
Well,
Don't do that.
yeah, they sound weird. And wondering how anyone could be such a colossal asshat. Stay strong, kings. Burn the world down if you have to. Much love and profanity. A loyal listener who's ready to throw down.
Fuck yeah.
That was a fantastic email.
That was great.
great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was great. Yes, we know. Our buddy Andrew is doing a live show on the same night we do this show. When he said he was going to do it, he said it wasn't going to be at the same time we do our show. But I think that has now changed. That his live show over at McFly's, where he
McFly's
does the whole thing, is at the exact same time our show is, and it's just, I don't know.
You can listen to
I
two at
wouldn't
once,
do.
man.
I would
Listen to us live and then listen to his. Would
Or
you say
don't.
it comes out at?
Morning show.
You said it comes out on Friday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you can still.
But I mean, we've had Tuesdays for what,
11 years.
11 years, and we had Wednesdays or something for the first year or something like that.
Did we?
I mean,
remember
everybody
them
knows we
days.
do ours on Tuesday. Wait, or was it?
I thought it was Sunday
Sundays?
nights.
It was Sunday nights.
And we were always hungover
Yeah,
and grumpy.
Sunday was the first
and the football.
couple months.
Yeah.
That's why we moved it, because
Yeah.
of football.
Seth would always pop
And then-
off some anti-Semitic shit
Yeah,
out
it
of
did-
nowhere.
It didn't work with the schedule. I didn't remember you guys
Yeah.
said that.
So, and then we've been Tuesdays ever since. So everybody knows we do our shows. So those that put their show up against ours, that's their fault.
Yeah.
I mean, you just look like a piece of shit.
Hey,
I
who you
mean,
gonna? If
it's
the
just not
Lakers are
cool.
playing or the Mavericks are playing, who you gonna watch? You're gonna watch
And
the
I mean,
Lakers.
I would definitely watch the Lakers.
I would just play some Xbox. I wouldn't watch either.
And I mean,
What are you playing though?
it's if you're a good buddy, you wouldn't do
Indiana
that.
Jones.
You just wouldn't do that. But we see where we stand. We see how we are. Please call into my show and do traffic reports, please.
You can, I just went back today.
I called in too today.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
complaining about me.
complaining about him.
You should do that every day.
Because I was on 199. And I said I was going to call the B-52 up and bomb the whole thing.
I
bomb the
wonder
whole
if we
highway.
should do the shtick now, and you should come in behind and say, that was a. You know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to
Maybe
text
it's
me.
time.
You need to text me in the mornings you do
I'm
it.
still asleep.
But when you get ready, like as soon as, while you're doing it, just go.
I'll
It's
figure
funny
it out.
listening to you
Wake up on
and
air.
the conversations y'all have because you were not there.
No,
and you're
I'm
just
not.
kind of like, yeah, I was just whatever. I was just, yeah, I'm with Candy something and whatever. It's just- he
whore.
asked you, he's like, well, you went out of town? You've been out of town or whatever? He's like, yeah, I went down to Portugal. No, he's talking
He was
about
talking
California.
about California. Yeah, I figured
That
that,
was
out
funny.
after we disconnected after we lost radio transmission. That
And
he was talking about the California trip.
You don't go down to Portugal
And he-
either. You
he's-
go east to
Yeah.
Portugal.
And he's
Yeah.
always the thing that's funny is on Tuesdays he's always got the big show tonight. Who's coming on? I'm like,
That's what he did
me.
to me. He said, me. And I said, we don't have guests. We got shit we got to catch up on because a lot of
Yeah.
shit's happening.
Yep.
And we had 5 emails because here's the 5th one. Hi, I'm a pregnant girl that wants fuck today
I didn't
or
do it.
tonight. I can come to you. You can come here. No condoms needed. Sound good? Jessica.
No, Jessica, I'm not into pregnant women. They smell like mustard and graham crackers.
I'm not either.
And Rusty Pennies.
Yeah, I'm like Elvis. Once it's
Not
been
either.
Once it's been mutilated, I'm out.
Where were we? Oh, when we were all standing on the beach in Newport,
Yeah.
and that girl, she's like, that family walks out, and it was a husband and wife and a kid. You're like, okay, yeah, cool. And she gets in a full-on bikini, top, bottom, bikini top, bikini bottom, but looks like she's about to calve, like that baby's about to fall out.
So
Oh,
gross.
so
And
she's
we all
pregnant,
just
okay.
like, we all just turned the other direction, and I kept waiting to see.
If her water would break.
No, I kept seeing out of all of us,
Seeing
all
if one of us
seven
would punch her in the stomach.
no, which one of us
What
were
the
into it? Which one?
You know, it's funny.
Who's got the fetish here? One of
It's
y'all has a
funny.
fetish.
I had a friend that I used to, when I was doing the half marathon, when I was training for the marathon and doing half marathons and stuff with this guy, and he had a thing for pregnant women.
I know someone that used to.
We would be driving around and he would see some lady that's almost in labor and he'd just be like, oh, yeah. Oh. And I'm like, dude. And then I told him, you know, they smell like graham crackers and mustard. He's like, I don't care. Never mind.
I know someone that
They end up in jail.
the pregnant women do.
No, the people that are into that.
Oh yeah, they end up in jail. No, I know someone. We know someone that used to be kind of close to
It's
us. that
funny
was
how
into
people are, that's their little
And I was
fetish, man.
like,
They're into that.
What? Couldn't
I
wait
mean-
to get his wife knocked up so he
So
could
you-
just have fun with her all the time, pregnant,
That's so close to
all
bad.
the way up to day of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I think it helps the woman when it's time for her to dilate
oh,
if
that's
you continue to have sex the whole time.
why their kids were a little slow too, getting hit in the head all the time.
Jesus.
like a
Jogged
rock'em
around in the
sock'em.
womb.
It's like a rock'em sock'em. Just
I don't think that's medically right. I don't think that really happens, but
who knows, man?
have
Yeah.
the
No,
test
it's not my
shown?
cup
What
of
is that?
tea.
It's not my cup of tea either.
No.
All right, let's pull the Band-Aid off. Mavericks.
No.
I know you hate them because
Well-
you hate Mark Cuban.
Right. And I told you guys 2 years ago this shit was going to happen. It was all going to turn to shit.
I figured at some point in his career, because no one is a career player at any one spot anymore.
Especially in Dallas.
So I figured at some point
Unless you're Dirk.
when his contract comes up,
Ah, good point. Yeah.
yeah, but that's starting to become old school, you know.
Not the norm.
I know he wanted to be a career player here. He loved being here, but I figured at some point money talks and he would disappear and go play somewhere else.
But that wasn't the way it happened.
that was not the way it happened, and that was at 1 o'clock or 12:30, 1 o'clock.
I thought it was
in
a
the
joke
morning.
at first. I was like, what the hell?
You texted me at the same time Jose texted me and was like, what the fuck? And I went, what? So I'm scrounging looking for all this shit, reaching out to the people I know.
This
Like,
might
what
be the
the
most
fuck
pissed
is
off
going
our
on?
DFW's ever been.
Everybody's angry.
Yeah, no matter who you voted for or what
Yeah.
football team you like or what, if you're from Fort Worth, Dallas, Arlington, Grand Prairie, Keller, wherever, everyone's like, what the fuck, man?
Everybody is pissed off, man.
As they should be.
And it started lighting up social media like crazy. Well, at first, everybody was running to Twitter to be like, it's bullshit. This is fake. Ha ha ha. No, no, no. And ESPN kept running with it and kept running with it and kept running with it. And then it started popping up other places. And
Yeah.
that it was, it's not that it was, this is being talked about. It was, it's done.
I like how it took
The
over the
trade is
ICE
done.
protest. People were interrupting the ICE
I-
protest and protesting the Mavericks letting
Well, I think all the,
Luka slip through
all our
fingers and-
Hispanic friends took a day off because they were pissed. They didn't go do protest because of this
They had-
situation.
Some of them had on one side of the poster, "ICE sucks," and then on the back, Mark Cuban and everyone at the Dallas Mavericks sucks.
Well, let's talk about
And Nico.
What about you, Elon?
Nico.
Nico. What a Russian fucking name.
What a fucking douchebag. If anybody needs to disappear in the Trinity, it's Nico.
He needs
I already
to go,
said that. I
he
put
needs
that,
to go to Austin and walk around Lady Bird Lake.
Yeah, and hope that the
Lady Bird
Austin killer gets him,
throws him in the lake.
rapes him, and then kills him.
Dolphin.
Whoa.
We hope you run into a dolphin, Nico.
Yeah, and this whole ownership group. This is the first time they've ever owned a team.
The lady.
Yeah.
What's her name again?
I don't know. Cunny McCuntface.
But I think she's a silent partner. It's him and Cuban, because Cuban still has stuff to do with basketball operations, right?
He owns 37% or 27%.
But he still
I think he's
controls
winning.
most of the operations, right? Or is it all Nico now?
I don't know how it works, but Nico did all this behind everybody's back. No one knew.
Do you think Cuban knew?
No, he says he didn't.
Oh, that's what I was just about to ask. What did he,
So
has he come out and said this is bullshit?
Cuban apparently,
I guess he can't because it's his company.
a few people around the league texted him and was like, "What's going on over there? What's happening? What's up?"
So he kind of found out like we did.
And he responded to a few of them, and a couple of them came out and were like, "I have no idea what this is." And one of them was that, and the other one was like, "I wish I knew." He had no clue.
Nelly's son brought Luca in, right?
Yeah.
Wonder what he's thinking. He's like, dude, I fucking hooked
Nelly
y'all
the
up.
rapper?
Doesn't give a shit. He's
They
on.
really
He's in
don't give a shit.
Hawaii.
Well, not Nelly. I'm talking about his son. His son went too?
I think they're both in Hawaii,
Like,
sitting in that
hot in here, Nelly?
massive. No,
With blue roofs?
Don Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Don Nelson Jr.
Don Nelson. Okay.
What do you think I was talking about?
Like, it's getting hot in here, so take off. all
Who,
your-"
who is it that's all in their poker game? Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. A bunch of potheads.
It's all, and they just get
Yeah.
stoned and play cards every night
In Hawaii.
in Hawaii on top of a mountain
So fun.
or
That'd be-
whatever.
that's the
little
life
volcano.
right there. That's what
Yeah.
I want to retire doing. That's our exit strategy.
Getting
We'll
stoned.
open up a freaking poker house or poker room
all our buddies
out
and
in
you just
Kauai
get- there you go.
on the island. We'll do
If
it
we
in anywhere,
Yeah,
any of the islands.
and just sit around and get stoned and play cards,
Play
all night
cards.
with our buddies and bullshit. But yeah, it was shocking. Like just like what the next thing that started popping up, because I was up to like 3:30 following all sorts of different things and
There was a lot
talking
going
to different
on.
people and talking to my friends I know in the media and stuff, like what's going on. But the sharing of the reactions of other players across the league that were still playing. Did you see any of that?
Yeah.
Like they're all sitting on the bench,
Yeah.
passing a phone back
Patrick
and forth,
Mahomes was like,
and
what the
look at each other
fuck?
going, what the fuck? How is this? What?
It's a disgrace, man. Disgrace.
Hey, Rich.
It's a freaking disgrace. Disgrace, I tell you.
Yeah, it's a
least-
pisser.
Yeah, it's a big kick to the crotch of the DFW sports fan.
And
I
this
wonder what
is-
the ticket did. I bet you they had nothing but Luca yells.
they broke in and did broadcast and all that because all of them were down in
For the Super
New
Bowl?
Orleans for the Super Bowl.
But I bet the next day was all freaking shoehorned into Luca talk.
Yeah.
What a
So
fucking joke, man.
here's the thing with me on this. Like, I haven't cared hardcore about the Mavericks in years. There's some reasons behind that.
You kind of
know.
detached once I detached too. I helped you detach.
that,
a
but
little
I
bit.
detached before that when I stopped working for them.
Yeah.
Because of all the front office issues, and it affected a bunch of us photographers and stuff. When I stopped working for them, I detached from it.
Mm-hmm.
And Dirk was retiring and everything, so I was like, okay,
I wonder
whatever.
what he thinks.
Went out to a few more games. I shot a few more games, like when Luca was his rookie year, and the year after, and then after that, I don't think I've. Well, it's been like 3, 4, 5 years since I've shot out there. I'm thinking it was right before COVID, but then like they just kept throwing up wet farts, and everything just kept getting stupid. Then Mark was being stupid with decisions and the way
I
things
think
were going.
COVID,
So I was just like,
COVID
"Ugh."
really kicked, like the way they like Cuban just completely
Yeah.
caved on all the COVID. You got to go have a COVID vaccination card and all that. I think the way that's when he really started leaving a bad taste in my mouth was then.
Once
And
I
it
got
just continued. It's like once he started getting into politics because he got drawn offside because of Trump, and then he started dressing like Rachel Maddow. It's like, dude. But if it wasn't him, well,
One
you're gonna have to pay for that, man. I want you to know that comes out of your check.
that comes out of your check.
I didn't even touch it.
I can tell you the last game I shot.
Is it the one where Gary and I were
No,
on
no,
the
this
court
wasn't it.
about to get kicked out, drunk?
I was thinking it was the day that that Dirk received the key of the city, and he made
Yeah.
that silly face,
Mhm.
and I had that photo everywhere. But I did shoot some after that because that was in 2018. That was November 21st, 2018, and I shot a few more after that. But that's when all the front office stuff was going on and all that crap.
So are you gonna switch to a different NBA team, or are you just done with the NBA for now?
All right, so here's the deal. This
If
is
you
what I
say
want to talk
Spurs,
about.
I will stop the show and walk out.
No, I will
That'll
never
the
be
end
a
of the
Spurs
show.
fan. I will
San
never be a
Antonio
Spurs
Spurs?
fan. San Antonio needs to be flushed into the Gulf of America.
The Gulf of America,
Go from America.
America Bay.
So here's the deal. Like, and this is the weird thing. Like, as a kid,
It's our team.
it was when the Mavericks really sucked, and
Biggest losing streak in the NBA.
The Bulls.
and they had what's his name just doing so much cocaine all the time.
Oh, Roy Typley.
Roy Tarpley. And then they brought in
The
Sean.
Jays.
Sean, what's his fuck?
Mashburn.
Then they're the Jays.
Jim,
But then, what's his name? That's on every poster getting dunked by like Kobe and getting dunked
Yeah.
on by Jordan. What was his name?
Yeah.
The big dumb white guy.
oh, Leitner.
No,
Christian Leitner.
No.
Or
no.
yeah, you're talking about the Mormon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
him.
his
What
name?
was the-
Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
He's on every major player of the '90s or early 2000s getting dunked on.
Yeah.
like everybody's just.
Yeah.
If you go look at their posters, he's the one that's underneath them going.
He got in a fight like every game he was
Yeah.
here. Like I saw 2 fights that he was in. He was just
Bradley
a
was
punk.
awful. So like during that time and growing up, of course, every kid was a Bulls fan. Every kid was a
Mm-hmm.
Bulls fan. But then the Lakers were also
The Lake Show.
were a great team to watch. And now I feel like I need to go back and watch them some more. Just
Yeah.
Is that where you go?
That's where I'm going because I've always had a kind of a I went through a phase of about 25 years where I was heavily into the NBA.
Yeah.
And the main team, like I love the Mavericks too, but like you said, we were terrible so long that I started following the Bulls. Well, the Bulls, of course, had that knockdown drag out with the Lakers.
Yeah.
And that was such a beautiful, like, just battle that I developed respect for the Lakers as well. And also, I love Kobe Bryant. Like, Kobe Bryant, I thought Kobe Bryant was going to be the next Jordan. And in many ways, I thought he was. And so and then Mike Patton, he's always wearing Lakers stuff, so of course. And then now I think Danny Carey's always got Lakers stuff on and Clipper stuff, but he's actually probably.
I hate the Clippers.
Huh.
I hate the Clippers. I
Alright.
hate the Nuggets.
Yeah, I hate the Nuggets. I've always
I hate
hated
the Nuggets. I used to love
I hate the Pistons. I hate the Knicks.
Hornets.
I don't care for the Celtics.
I'm not a fan of the Celtics.
I don't acknowledge Brooklyn. They're still the New Jersey
the other
Nets
team,
to me.
The other
New
team
Jersey.
I used to love were the Supersonics.
Remember the Washington Bullets back
What about
in the day?
What about the Utah Jazz?
No.
No.
Carl
No,
Malone
no.
drove
Carl
us
Malone,
him in
bleh.
Stockton.
Well, just
Yeah.
like they said in basketball, they moved to Salt Lake City where there's no music. Because
So
they were
I
New
guess,
Orleans
well,
Jazz.
you got time to decide, I guess. 'Cause we're not going to. The Mavericks aren't going to do anything this year.
Now,
Watch them win now.
the press conferences that have been had the last couple of days, the Jason Kidd, Nico
Remember the
press.
Supersonics?
Did you see the Jason Kidd, Nico Harrison press conference?
No, but I did see the announcement out in L.A. for Luca, and he looks so sad and beat down. I felt sorry for him. I know
No,
he's
they're-
rich, but
So the first one, the Jason Kidd and Nico Harrison, like Nico Harrison straight up said, Jason Kidd had no idea that we were doing this, and it's like that's your fucking coach. You need
That's
to
a good way to
fucking
piss him
tell
off,
him
too.
what the fuck's going on, so he knows how to design the fucking team that's on the court.
Jason Kidd is not one to be messing with either. He will bounce the fuck out if he doesn't like what's going on.
Most
and-
definitely,
Boing.
most definitely.
Thanks, Matt.
I'm
Most
outta here.
definitely, man.
Most definitely.
Most definitely, Stubbs.
I just want you to know, man, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of yours, and I've always liked the Jerry Jones and the Massacre and what you do on the microphone. Most
Hey,
definitely.
one of the best point guards we ever had.
Hey, we got a championship with him.
Sure did.
So, the other thing was, I was watching some videos yesterday, and it's when Luca arrived. And did you see what he did when he first got off the jet?
No. Oh yeah, cool.
He did the LA
They'll
with
love
his
him
fingers.
out there, man.
Yeah.
They'll.
He did that. He looked beat down, but he started smiling as
He'll
a photographer.
get into it.
He went, LA.
I bet
and
you
then-
he's gonna fit in perfectly
But
out
the
there.
press conference today, he looked beat down until they started asking him questions, and then you see something happen. in
I
his
haven't
eyes.
watched the whole thing. I just watched the first few questions where he's
Because a
so
few things were
sad.
brought up about his weight and him being heavy and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then the press out there was kind of ribbing him on some other issues and stuff. And you could see him all of a sudden change
Mm.
and be like,
Oh, he's
I-
got an axe to grind.
I'm about to fuck this shit up.
I bet he does.
And if these two teams meet,
They're
In the
they're
playoffs?
gonna obliterate us. He'll score 78 points.
how'd you like what the Mavericks did the first night, the
He
next
was
night
gone.
after he was gone?
Did they fart and fall down?
I think it was 104 to 144 to the
What
Cavaliers.
did Nico say? His vision, and what did Jason Kidd say? Was Jason Kidd like?
He just
he
sat
just-
there not really saying anything.
I don't
and
really know what to say.
everything's-
Most definitely, I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Whatever Nico
don't know what
says,
to
you
do.
know what I'm saying? I don't
You
know.
want to go get some Choco Tacos?
I don't know. Where's
Gotta miss Choco Tacos.
what was his girlfriend's name? The
Oh,
singer?
the left was it Left Eye that they were? Oh no, it was
Terry.
No, Lisa Lopez was with Andre Rison from the Atlanta Falcons. I
I
remember
don't
that.
know. I don't know.
who was it that him and Jim Jackson got in a fight over? Was it Halle Berry?
Joe Jackson?
Was it Halle Berry?
Halle
Were they
Berry.
both?
Banging Halle Berry
Were they Eskimo brothers?
with Halle
Jim
Berry?
Jackson and I don't know. Gordo would know because they talk about it on the morning
does,
show
yeah.
over there at the Ticket all the time, or at least once a year.
Did they airtight her?
Jamal Mashburn, all three of them.
Yeah, Steve. I feel bad for Mavs fans coming
This
from
fucking sucks, dude.
an Orlando Magic fan. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought we were a horrible franchise, but that trade was idiotic.
Oh, the Jim Jackson and when they split up the three, yeah, that was. Remember Penny Hardaway or what was it? Hardaway out at the Orlando. Not Penny. Was it Penny Hardaway? Yeah, it was Penny Hardaway and Tim Hardaway played for was it the Golden State? But anyway, Penny Hardaway. That was back in his time, I think.
Maybe I'll go north of the border. Maybe it's time to be a Thunder fan.
Is that one of Canada's teams?
Oh,
No, Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
No,
about the
I-
Rockets?
They annoy me.
Houston
Nah,
Rockets?
The Rockets.
Did they still have a
You
giant?
got the dream
Chinese
team.
guy?
The what was it? The
wasn't Osteen's
you had that was a decent team,
Church?
that was a
They're-
decent team.
and that was more
Stadium.
respect.
That
I
was
think that's more.
94, 95.
If you're going to go for a team that's south of here and in Texas, I would say that would be the route because I just, you had Clyde
I remember
Drexler
who it
playing
was.
there. You had
Hey man, I remember who I was. It was Tony Braxton.
Tony Braxton.
We
That's
were
it.
Tony Braxton. that
Tony
time.
Braxton.
Most definitely.
She married some dude named Hicks. Okay, that was a bad joke.
Yep. Penny
The
Shaq.
Fab Five.
Horace got swept by the Rockets in the 95 finals. That's what I thought. It was the 95 finals. Yep. Most definitely. Here's what pisses me off the most is you with all this, with whatever Mark has done, like I've been confused by what Mark has
Slam
done
a Gemma.
for the past couple of years, okay? I don't because him selling his portion off, his controlling portion off of the team that he supposedly lived and died by, MFFL,
He's a fraud.
all that,
Guy's a fraud. I still want to
which
fist
pissed
fight
you
him.
off him, which that's what sent you down the.
I want to fist fight him
Yeah.
still. That offer's still out there.
But
Thank you, Susie.
you can't. I can't trust that team anymore. I can't trust that franchise. I can't trust anything that's going on. I think that's what's what pisses off a lot of fans right now is they can't trust anything the Mavericks are going to do
Jason
or what
Kidd
they're going to
can't
say.
trust him.
Yeah, their own coach can't
Yeah.
trust them. It's fucking ridiculous.
It
This
sucks.
is the dumbest thing.
And also now it gives credence to the argument that they're gonna head out to Vegas. And now here's the only thing.
Well, they don't have any clause in with the NBA for their franchise to be moved for any reason. Like, I forgot who it was that had a clause in there, like if they had poor attendance or didn't meet a certain goal, that they could be moved. I forgot who it was because they were talking about that on the ticket about the conspiracy theory of being moved to Vegas. Dallas doesn't have that. They're a cemented franchise. So they can't just
Cemented?
move. Yeah, a
Okay.
cemented.
So, but if something happens and because money takes care of everything. I love what the ticket's probably right, but yeah, there's all this legalese and contracts and stuff, and it always seems like the rich person always wins out. So if she wants to move into Vegas, then I could see it happen. The problem is, I still think that they're trying to make DFW the Vegas of the South.
Well, they're trying to
And-
pass through gambling.
Right.
Gambling.
And they think
Exactly.
Statewide gambling.
this is going to help. The other thing was, I don't think she wanted to pay his Supermax contract.
Supermax contract?
His Supermax contract, Lucas was up next year, and he was
Oh.
eligible for Supermax, which was going to be $395 million.
But she's going to have to pay that to someone. If you want to have a competitive team, you're going to have to shell out the cash to somebody.
You just keep trading.
I guess you could, but then you end up the
just
way
keep
the
trading.
Mavericks used to be.
Yeah.
So, one thing though is if I guarantee you, if the Mavericks were to get taken out of the DFW area, which you say that can't happen right now legally.
Apparently,
If they-
that's part of the
if-
NBA's deal.
If it happened, though,
Yeah.
I bet you anything we would have a team within 5 years. And
In
what
Fort
if
Worth?
what if that team is west of I-30? Bam.
Dickies ain't big enough for an NBA team.
Arlington's full of building. They love
You know
to
what
build.
you could do in Arlington?
Start the
The Dallas Wings are there. They could just play in the auditorium of UTA, like the Wings do.
Yeah, we need to
Or
go to a
did.
Wings game.
Wait,
Do we?
what team is that? Is that the minor league football?
It's the women's
goals not. Oh,
WNBA.
Yeah.
okay.
Thanks for keeping track of that chick that was in Russia forever.
Anna Kournikova. She's a tennis player.
No.
What's she been up to lately? I haven't looked at her lately.
She was seen out in public for the first time in years in a
Yeah,
wheelchair.
What?
What?
Well, she's not paralyzed. She
She
just
can't
broke
run
her.
from us,
She
Dustin.
broke her foot.
Get her.
Why is she not out in public anymore?
I don't know. I guess she's just living the mom life with Enrique Iglesias.
That's who she's with?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Why does everybody sleep
What a
with that
waste.
guy? That guy gets so much trim.
Him and Tony Braxton.
It's like Ben Affleck.
Most definitely.
Most definitely stay away from Tom.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
They live in Miami. Huh. I thought you were making it seem like she was under Russian control and wasn't allowed to go outside. But they live in Miami.
Why do you think they couldn't play at Dickies? Is it too small?
14,000.
What do they need? There's got to be some kind of requirement for the
You
NBA,
got 19.
probably.
You got 19 something
At A-
thousand at AAC.
AAC.
Yeah, so you're 5,000 down.
Get what your friend Sasha to, and the
Oh yeah, we're buddies now. We made peace.
get them to start
Yeah.
doing some add-ons.
Maddie Parker too.
Oh, me and Maddie we had a conversation the other day. We're on good terms now. We're all buddies. We're all friends.
Dustin's a politician now,
Yes.
municipal politician,
Yes. In fact, I meant to
He's a
tell you that I filed
philanthropist.
You filed for what?
Bankruptcy,
to run for office in Fort Worth.
dude. You should. I think you'd win. Just first thing we're gonna do is a carpet bomb Azel. We're gonna start a war.
What
What
for a
district
council
is that?
seat or what?
What's your plan for
District
traffic
14?
congestion? War.
We're loading up a B-52 now.
Rendon done.
We're not even voting on this. I'm just letting you guys know
Ren's Johnson County.
that in 2 minutes, 199
Rendon
will
is?
be no more.
Yeah,
It's right on that edge, huh?
yeah, it is.
Right there, that Mansfield, Rendon.
Yeah,
where Tarrant butts up to Johnson.
yeah. I lived in
I didn't
Burleson
really
for 9
file.
years. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Rich, I didn't
Yeah.
really file.
That's not the same place anymore, man.
Nope.
It's packed.
I was going to. I still say that you and I both run for mayor because 2 heads are better than 1.
Well,
Mayor
Raiders
and
two
vice.
kings.
Well, we were gonna do it in Watauga,
Yeah,
mayor and vice mayor.
but we need to do it in Fort Worth.
Seth was gonna be our like civil engineer or something, and then Gary.
And then he thought it was controlling races or something when we said it was civil, and we're like, no, that's not what that means.
Gary would go corrupt in like 2 days at most.
I think Gary just wanted to smoke cigarettes and get paid for it.
Play pool,
Exactly.
smoke
Play-
cigarettes,
drink beer.
and play pool. Oh my!
We would have
God.
won too, man. I had a plan for potholes.
You did. I've got it somewhere around here. We can play it if I find it.
I'm all for you running for Fort Worth mayor. I think. You know what you do? You hook up with Tony.
Be like, what's up?
Diaz.
One of y'all be
I
the
think you should
mayor,
run
and
for
one of y'all
city
be the
council
vice mayor.
first.
Or Richard Hunter. You remember?
I'll be
you
your
guys remember him?
speaker of the
Yeah.
house.
He also
Speaker
ran
of
for
the
mayor.
mayor house.
You know what Richard Hunter does now?
You're gonna die.
No, what?
You dead. You dead.
I haven't seen him
Dead.
since he emceed the FW
Angel
Weekly
tits. Dead.
Music Awards in 2007.
I've got his album right behind me.
I the Jury,
I the Jury.
Mrs. Peppermint.
Uh,
I used to have that CD.
He
Yeah.
now runs what is it? The brothel out in the big brothel out in Reno, right?
The Cat House.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Deadline is February 14th. Oh, Rich, should I run? I can still put it in. I see the signs already up. I already drew a dick on. Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. I could run for city council. I wonder if they get mad if we did the podcast while city council meetings were going on.
No, it's a Bunny Ranch, not Cat House.
The Bunny
Yeah,
Ranch,
Yeah,
that's right,
Bunny
the
Ranch.
Bunny
Yeah.
If
There was an
actually,
HBO documentary show called Cat House that was about it. Yeah.
I have a
That's it.
question. If you actually ran for mayor and you won, how quick would they get sick of me? Just walking in through security.
Hey man, what's going on?
Yeah, all stoned. You
Un-
guys want an edible?
Oh, you
I got some shrooms too, man.
unvetted without any background checks. Yeah, sounds
I
familiar.
would. I want to run just so I see that all the people that run against me, what shit they would pull out of
Come
this
out. Oh, my
podcast that I
God.
missed over the years.
Yeah, it's
And then that's what we do. That's fucking. I got it.
What?
Fuck trying to build greatest hit shows and all that shit.
Just get your
I
reel.
run for mayor or city council.
I
We
think-
let one of these dumb fucks
Yeah.
pull out all the shit I've said over the years, or the crazy shit both of us have come up with.
Mhm.
They make a giant reel out of it, and then we take the reel and play it back over the years.
and
I
I
mean,
make an
we're done.
auto tune sound
We don't-
out of it.
They do the work
Yeah,
for
there
us.
you go. Yeah, we don't have to do any mixing,
We don't
cut,
have to do
editing,
anything.
nothing. We
They
just
do
let
it
them
all.
do it.
And at the beginning, we'll be like, "Can you believe these assholes said this?" And it's a big 30-minute reel of us
What was
for
the
11
mayor-
years saying a
wasn't
bunch
there
of bullshit.
Who was the mayor that that wheels off guy in Ontario or up in Canada? Toronto, was it Toronto? It was Toronto, wasn't it? Where he was doing crack and
Toronto.
stuff, and he ended up dying, I think, because he was such a crackhead. He's a big old dude.
Yeah, he's the
He's
one
like
that
a
died. And then
partier.
Chris Christie was out of control.
Was he from Canada?
No, he's Jersey.
He's
Was he?
Jersey,
He was the
but he was
governor
doing
of New
crazy
Jersey.
shit. Yeah.
This dude died. I
Yeah,
think
that
he
dude
partied
died.
himself to death, didn't he? He was all about the strippers and cocaine and just golly, man. Can you imagine?
Toronto.
Was it Toronto?
Yeah, because that seems
Yeah.
crazy.
I've been to Toronto. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I can't go to
we had
Toronto.
mutual friends that used to go up there once or twice a year and do crazy shit.
No shit.
Oh, is
that
it known
scene
for a
was
party
crazy.
town?
The stripper scene is out of
I
control.
know they back.
I didn't. I don't remember seeing
for
any
for
clubs
for a while. You could get hydrocodones.
The guy we're talking about's dead. So
over
Oh,
the counter.
okay,
You could
okay.
get hydrocodones
really,
because Berman from ESPN, that used to be his deal. He loved going and doing ESPN broadcast up there because he'd get a bunch of hydrocodones and get high.
so he'd go up there and do hockey games.
Yeah, or yeah, hockey, I guess, or yeah, because he only really did hockey.
Do I
and,
need to call Razor and ask him if that's what they do when they
Dude,
go up to?
we should put him on the
Daryl
list.
Ray
Yeah,
We should
or-
put him on the list.
or Ralph Strangis.
Uncle House, both of them.
yeah,
They're both retired now. I think.
But Ralph is a lot, hasn't been on there for a couple seasons. But I'll call him up and
You know-
listen. When you go to Canada, are you getting poppers?
poppers. Whoa, that
Oh.
escalated.
Like jalapeno poppers from
No.
Chicken Express. Those are good.
I'll call Daryl up. We'll be like,
Got
"What's
any
up, man?
lewds, man?
What are you doing? What's going on, man?" All right. So, do we need to? Does Stubbs
Memorialize
and I
the-
need to take a seat back as you fill us in on? You give us a big speech on the FAA and what's going on in that industry.
No, actually, I have something I wanted to tell you guys even before that. So, right before you guys left, actually, yeah, it was right before you guys left. Right before Trump came into office, TikTok had a quote unquote ban, which I'm sure was all over the news.
Oh, we
and
were
shit.
here I was here when Trump came into office.
Okay, but anyway, so it was
think.
offline for like 16 hours, something like that. Then it came back up. Well, do you guys know that
I was
it's-
in California during this, and it was absolutely amazing watching everybody lose their shit.
In California?
No, just period. Because
Oh, on-
I was detached from a lot of shit out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And then you just come in and see people absolutely losing their shit. And I'm like, it's fucking social media. Get the fuck over it and live a life.
Yeah,
Go outside.
I wasn't too phased by it. But anyway, aside from that,
Did you lose any money?
no, I don't get it.
It was only
money
like
from
one
it.
day, wasn't it?
Not even. It was like 15 hours. Anyway, but despite that, it is you cannot download it on any mobile device. It has not been restored to any of the typical app stores.
Yeah, I saw a deal that if
But
you
Trump
have
says
it,
he's got a special plan still that he's gonna.
if you
roll
have it
out.
on your
I think
phone,
maybe.
people are selling their phones on eBay for like
What-
$5,000.
well, dude, what
Hey,
sucked
hey,
is-
hey! That's what I
what
was gonna
sucked-
say. Wait,
what
hold on.
sucked was it
Don't you yell at me on my own fucking show.
It was
the
not you, it was him.
CapCut got taken down too because
Yes,
it was
it's part
I
of
guess it's
ByteDance, yeah.
And I have a bunch of real estate stuff on there that I was working on.
Yep.
And then next thing I know, I can't get to it or anything. And then like the next day, I got an email from CapCut saying, "Oh, we're good."
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, but all the ByteDance owned apps that TikTok, Lemon8, and CapCut, they
Lemon
cannot-
Party.
Lemon8 is it's like their Pinterest variant. Anyway, you still cannot download them on any devices. So yeah, like Dustin was saying, people are like selling their devices that have them for like thousands of dollars. Well, guess who put this fucking device up on eBay for $50,000? I have it.
And has anybody bought it yet?
Nope.
$50,000.
Yep.
You think people
I would
will
be
get so desperate?
realistic and I'd put it up for 10,000 and
But think
at
about it.
least
Some of
make
those
some money.
influencers are making so much money. What if it comes to that and he gets $50,000 for it?
Hey man.
if you're already using the app, you've already downloaded it once.
Yeah,
So it
that's
sits
so-
in your it's sitting in your cloud or whatever.
I didn't know
anyway.
this. I didn't know this. So since I had TikTok on my phone, does that mean I can still get it? Because I have an account.
If you deleted the app, no, you cannot download it now.
Well, I'm screwed. There went my $50,000 payoff. Fuck. Dustin, you getting a $50,000 payoff, or did you delete it?
I have it on everything. It's in my network.
Fuck.
It's clouded, so it's all good. You can grab it. So, yeah, I would put it in there for a reasonable price and see if you sell it.
I think to some of these influencers, that is a reasonable price. If they're making all this money,
Yeah, if it's a rich person, yeah, they don't give a shit.
yeah. You see the way they
But
wreck
like
their
I said,
McLarens? They act like their McLarens are Matchbox toys.
Most of them, though, already have it, and they didn't delete it from
know
their
people
phone
are
or their
going,
app
"What's a
or anything.
Matchbox toy?"
So
That's sad, but you know how many people listening are going, "What's a Matchbox toy?" Matchbox car.
Matchbox cars. I used to have a bunch of those as a kid because my parents couldn't afford Hot Wheels.
So, what's the latest? Have you heard has Trump said
whoa. So you didn't have
time code?
encyclopedias when you were a kid,
I did.
or you didn't
I've
have
said
a
this
vacuum?
many times, and a vacuum.
It's
They
not
could afford
funny.
that, but they couldn't get you Hot Wheels.
Matchbox were like
Matchbox was cool.
It's like 20
the
cents
lesser
different.
variants.
Remember the GoBots?
My mom was frugal. I mean, I'm one of 4 kids, and she was a stay-at-home mother. So
Or what if she bought Hot Wheels for the other kids and not you?
no,
It's
I would
probably
I
more
would be
than
able to
likely
tell the
what it was.
difference. I mean, my brothers and I, we shared the same toys.
Matchbox, we're good.
Did you share underwear,
No,
shirts,
but we did hand-me-downs.
beds,
It's like my older cousin, whenever he outgrew his clothes,
prophylactics?
they'd come back to us. Prophylactics.
Kills.
So I heard today somewhere that Trump's still working this thing though, and he's got some master plan that he's thinking about.
So he says there's talk about like the new sovereign fund that he wants to have set up, but it's got to be passed through Congress. But
sovereign fund.
Yeah, it's
What
similar
does that mean?
it's similar to like what a lot of European countries do. It's like for investing in infrastructure and that kind of thing. But somebody asked him during a press conference if he has plans for TikTok. He said, "Well, maybe the sovereign fund could pay for it. I don't know. We're still looking into it." Anyway,
He's trying to figure out a way to make as much money as possible for
Well, I thought someone was trying to buy it.
that. That's
Yeah,
the thing too.
there are a
is,
bunch of people that want to.
yeah. The
companies.
what's that one dude that played that the dude from Shark Tank?
Yeah.
He's trying to buy it.
So is Mr.
And
Beast.
he wants everybody to chip in on it. Like he wants to everybody to throw like $2,000 in and get some big ass payout whenever he buys it or something like
I
that.
saw that Mr. Beast video today about the Lamborghini they were giving away, and all the stuff Mr. Beast has at his disposal, like a train
disposable.
at his disposal. Well, they was all disposable.
train?
A
I didn't-
crane, a
oh, crane.
train. No, and a train.
Oh,
This kid had to go through 4 stages of protecting this Lamborghini, and if the Lamborghini was protected and it had $100,000 in it, the kid got to keep it.
Is this an influencer bit?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole influencer
he's
video.
like one of the most popular influencers on TikTok,
So the first one
and he's a millionaire.
was this Lamborghini set in one spot, and the guy had to build a protection around it using all sorts of different stuff
So
And
like
keep- and keep 10,000 bullets from hitting it, all coming from one spot.
so it's like Fortnite. You got to build a fort around it.
He had to
huh?
build a fort around it,
That sounds fun.
and they got up there with an LMG and just trying to shoot through this stuff, and he protected it. So then the next one was they raised it in the air to like 150 feet or something like that, and they were dropping it, and he had to build something so the car would survive the drop.
Right.
And he took these trailers, Connex boxes basically, and made a square around it, and then filled the whole thing up with cardboard and mattresses and bounce houses and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And they dropped the car survived. Then he had
Like it just has to drive off.
it has
that-
start, no scratches,
Okay.
no
Oh,
no dents, no
It
nothing.
can't have any of that.
Yeah, it had to be in
Pristine.
full pristine condition. Well, it's getting dirty.
Yeah.
So it was all right after that. So then he had to protect it from 10 flaming cars being dropped on it. So he
They had
built
to be flaming.
Yeah, they were on fire. So he built this whole encasement for it, and they dropped the cars, and it made it through that. And then the last thing was
A10.
it was parked on some railroad tracks, and this train engine
Oh no.
with 2 cars of big of the oil tankers behind it for weight. And on the side of the train is Mr. Beast painted super huge. So what the fuck? Got it all painted up. They backed it
That
up.
influencer synergy.
They backed it up several miles and were coming at the car. It was the train was gonna be going 35 to 40 miles an hour, and he had to protect it. And the guy built a bunch of rigging up using different things to derail the train, and they derailed the train.
Are you serious?
Whoa,
Survived. The Lamborghini completely
that's
survived.
insane,
The kid got it, drove off with it, and $100,000.
dude. I was
It
turned
was
right around
insane.
and
I was like,
sold that
what the fuck?
Lamborghini and got something off for like your 4Runner.
You
or
ever been in
something.
one?
What Lambo was it?
No,
They're not fun to drive.
What Lambo was it?
What was it? It was
An older one, like a Countach,
no.
Aventador.
What was
Or-
it?
a what?
Yeah. The
Yeah?
old Venta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't like riding around in sports cars like that. My dad had a '96 Corvette, and I didn't like
Oh, well, there's
riding
a,
it or driving it.
there's a little bit of a difference between the
I'm
two.
just talking about how low they sit to the ground.
Oh,
man.
the
It's, like, uneasy for
suspensions
me.
and stuff. Corvettes were bad though. They had this. Corvettes have been known for their terrible
They bounce
suspensions.
you all over
Yeah,
space.
Yeah.
You'll aggravate your sciatic nerve if you drive a Corvette. I don't know about the new ones, but the old ones. When I had my Mustang actually, and I had a GT, so it was all. You remember that?
I remember.
Yeah,
it was your 91 5.0.
that car
Vanilla
drove
Ice.
better than the. It wasn't convertible, But
Oh.
yeah, that car drove better than Corvettes because my buddy had a Corvette and we were always comparing them and stuff. And that's always been a rough ride. What's that, man? Oh, did you hear about the Ferrari today?
Oh yeah, Mark Griffin.
Did you hear about the
MC
Ferrari
900 for
today while we're
Jesus.
talking about cars?
Uh-uh.
First fully electric Ferrari is about to be in production.
Wow.
You know how fast that thing's going to be? The corners
In
and stuff it
production,
takes?
so they've already tested it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna go around a fast corner.
Can
then the
you, can you
battery will
imagine
die.
how it's going to take turns?
Ridiculously.
Yeah.
Like it's on.
Wonder
just
how
stupid
much that bad
go-kart.
boy's going to cost.
Ooh, what's in here? Guns N' Roses live
Oh shit.
episode.
You can't play that whole thing.
But
You got to put that thing
Is that
up.
like
MC
a
900
suicide?
Foot Jesus. Welcome to the
Live
dream.
like a suicide. You got to
Or
watch
welcome
out.
to my dream. No, I was looking for the jury CD.
Oh, Mrs. Peppermint.
It's
yeah.
down here somewhere. It's mixed in. I'm tired of looking.
Since I brought up Richard Hunter, who was their bassist. Yeah.
And then I got all
And
these.
ran for mayor.
I should just give these away. Look, the fucking confounded.
Which one? 3 years later or the first one?
3 years later. Got it. Raven Charter.
Oh, Raven Charter. Sosa's old band.
Betray the Dreamer.
I remember that.
These are not the ones I was talking about giving away. Rivercrest, I won't give away. New Magnetic North. Here we
Radish.
go. How about this?
Your Honor.
Radish.
I used to have that
Darren
fucking
Autica.
single.
I saw them at Rick's.
Ben got that for me for Christmas when I was 18.
That's a Rick's band.
How about
I saw him at Trees at their very first gig.
the Eaton Lake Tonics? Not everybody all at once.
I don't remember them.
We need to do this on.
Oh, that's badass. It's a 5 1/4.
Here is the one that should be worth some money because it's a demo. It's the CD sampler of Stink Bug,
Oh shit.
their album Sweet Tit. Let's see who else. Betray the Dreamer. What else we got?
Why are we going through your CD collection?
He was looking
right now?
for I the Jury, Mrs. Peppermint.
Oh, that's right.
It's not over here. Jesse.
Wait, you must have got that when I played with him.
I think so.
That was the
You
guy
played
that
with him. With him.
Yes, that's who I played with after
Put it on
Steadfast.
blooper after this.
Then that's where I got that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that band.
Terrible Secret
You never
of
came and
Space.
saw us. Yeah.
How about
There's a
Naked Lunch? Such a seducer from Me Motor.
Total
Scooter.
departure from Steadfast.
Convoy and the Cattlemen. Ocean's Fire. What else? Old Warhorse. See, these are the ones I like that are just written on. Necrogasm.
There you
Oh
go.
shit! I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Necrogasm's demo right there. Upcoming Necrogasm shows. Club Indigo. How many of these clubs are still open?
Club Indigo.
You ready? The Rec Room
Nope.
with Jackknife and Kill the Client. Club Indigo with Element 80, The Guns of August, which The Guns of August was
Sickhead?
Stillborn
Or
Nursery.
Stillborn Nursery, yes. Sickhead Tribe, I was going to say.
Fat Boys and Tyler with Halo Down. The Curtain Club,
Curtain Club. Nope. They're gone.
The Aardvark,
Gone.
Club Indigo. They're all gone.
Yeah.
We played Club Indigo. I forgot about that one.
I think we played there, too.
Duel, House Arconin. And then look at this piece of shit. PhD.
Ah.
Are you going to put the camera up over here?
Oh wait, sorry. CRA. That was from that was the second album I did with them, and second and last.
This is the National Rifle Club.
National Rifle Club.
NRA?
Holy shit. From 2015. Turd Cutter.
What the hell?
I think I saw the Me Things play with Turd Cutter.
Poopstick would be a better name.
Fuck.
Steadfast.
There's that art.
Copyright.
That art was on MySpace.
Oh no, that was on the website. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the website that I always confuse with MySpace because it looked like a MySpace page.
Yeah. Steadfast was over.
And
before
Johnson had
MySpace.
7,000
Quick Buddha.
like misspells and mispronounced like all
Yep.
kinds of grammar
He did.
issues.
That was
It's
before
like, dude.
autocorrect.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some gold over here. Need to go through that one day and we just listen to
I
want
want to find Strap. Strap CD.
Oh yeah, that would be
So
cool.
what
That's
were
a
we-
really good CD.
So we
or,
were talking about
disc.
that
Yeah.
in California.
Yeah.
One of the nights in the man cave
Yeah, we started talking about Matt, the cat, in 1100 Springs. I think Eric had
in Strap.
jammed with somebody. But Lone Star Trio was their band before Strap. Both really. Do you have Lone Star Trio somewhere?
somewhere over here.
Yeah, that was.
And I have a Love in
Remember
Dark
when they would
Springs
play
over
with
here, too.
Reverend Horton Heat and those shows? Those were the white
Oh.
supremacist shows where all of a sudden the skinheads would show up and they'd have their little red suspenders on and stuff.
Skinhead, looking for a fight.
Remember that? In Deep Ellum, you'd be sitting there
Yeah.
like the freaking orbit room or something, or
These are the crazy ones that I have. that-
Jive.
Jibe.
I remember them.
It's the Buzz Ovens.
We played with. Isn't that who we played with the night the war started?
No.
was that Jive?
No, that was Flicker Stick.
Was it
Yeah.
at Aardvark?
Yeah, we opened for Flickers. No, wait, no. PhD opened for Flicker Stick at the Aardvark.
I thought it was Jibe.
I was gonna say y'all did not open for Flicker Stick.
No, PhD did.
I thought it was Jibe.
I think it was Jive.
It was the
And
what
there
that
was
was
Jibe
the
and-
original Desert
who
Storm.
who
wasn't
opened for y'all?
it? I have no idea.
No, it was fucking.
I think we
Oh.
opened that show though because
Yeah.
we
And one
played.
Big Iron or something like that. Play
no.
with y'all or
I don't think so.
PhD played with Big
At
Iron.
at
at
Aardvark.
Aardvark?
No,
Yeah,
at
I
Aardvark.
because
thought
it
it
was a
was-
heavy night.
No, I thought we were the heaviest band. I just remember we played early because all of us went and started watching war footage
Or-
immediately. Just
Like
left
y'all-
and like we got off stage and immediately went and started watching
Well,
because
I
everybody was up
remember-
there. All our friends were already at the bellied up at the
Y'all
bar
started
watching war footage.
playing,
Yep.
Yeah,
and like a song in, it was like, oh, we're bombing Iraq, and there's missiles and stuff. So all of us went over there.
Yeah.
and I threw a fit.
And
I
my
was
ex
being a
started
madman
freaking
on
out. Your ex
stage.
started freaking out.
What?
No, your ex was freaking out and called my ex,
Yeah.
and they kept each other company.
Were they at the
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't at
They
the
weren't.
show. They needed to talk to someone. The
Yeah.
Mobius studio demos.
There you go. Who all plays? Who all's on that track? Or on those tracks? Is Ted in there?
Hey, look, there's Josh and the Jet.
Yeah, Ted's in there. Another Josh and the Jet
Sounded
noise.
love burning. I've got
And
a funny revelation
some
about
Aux
that.
Combine.
Tell you guys off mic about another musician.
The sound of love burning. Is that an STD?
We made that reference before. Whenever you interviewed us, when
I
we
was just
talked
wondering.
about the
Volume dealer.
Volume Dealer.
Remember
Jim
them?
Cry, the guitars from my old band, the Backhands. That was his band after we broke up.
These guys were just talked about in the old school North Texas music scene, whatever. Edgewater.
Oh shit, I remember.
Oh
them
yeah, we
too,
played
yeah.
with Edgewater too, didn't we? Up in didn't we play with Edgewater up in Groovy Mule up in Denton?
Yeah, I
Wasn't
think
that
we did.
Steadfast?
The
Yeah.
sovereign artist.
I don't remember that.
No, I don't either.
I was once eaten.
No,
You can't
there's a-
really see it on the
Still
video.
hasn't been released. Still waiting on the drums to be mixed.
And there's the other side. The other disc.
We should redo
I
that
still have
band.
mine.
Joe Savage, songs worth singing.
Oh yeah.
Five Finger Death Punch.
Who's this?
Wait, they weren't from Fort Worth, were they?
No.
The Methinks at Lola's.
Live at Lola's.
These are all stuff that came from the show. So, talk about most of these.
The Cold Sea.
The Cold Seas. Roll with the Punches. Soper. ETA.
Elvis Trips Acid.
Yeah, that's who we played. That we played with. That was the
Trash Pockets Band.
The ETA show was
Yeah,
the one in Austin, wasn't it? That where we played with the jazz band, like after, like we were in between them and the jazz band, or was that?
I didn't know.
They also played with you guys at Broncos.
We
as
played
well.
with them at
I was
Broncos.
once
Oh,
seeing,
the
yeah.
cancer show.
Yeah, and I knew their
But that
bassist,
wasn't.
Russ.
I thought they went down to Austin and played with
They
us.
weren't the other band.
Who was the other
That
band?
pissed me off.
What? Oh,
at
you're
Broncos.
talking about the Evil Struck.
That band
Yeah.
pissed me off. No, this was Trash Pockets' old band.
Yeah.
ETA.
yeah.
That was a good band too. That singer, man, he's fucking awesome.
And their bassist,
man.
Russ, I used to work with him at Taco Bueno, and he was in a band called School Bus 13.
The 2008
Yeah.
Fort Worth Weekly Music Awards.
That's when it was cool.
I missed out on that year because I was in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, the music awards happened while we were in California.
Yep.
That happened out there too.
Who
while we
won?
were out there? I don't know.
I missed it too.
But yeah, I got a bunch of text messages and weird things that night going, "You guys gonna be here?" Or
Are y'all still in Commie Land?
yeah, "Are y'all gonna make it to show? Y'all are being missed." No, I'm out in California at NAM, doing NAM things. All right, so plane crashes. What the fuck is going on?
I know
No shit.
we have a project that's waiting. I guess we missed the sync up on that.
I guess we did.
Actually, ours is going to be space disasters.
It is space disasters, but
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
Mandy had one for
You
Pop.
know,
That's
it's funny. I think it's it seems to be a lot of freak out about it, but I think technology's gotten a lot better. But I was talking with someone the other day, and I was like, man, these fucking kids today, they're all freaking out about stuff, and all like this is such a huge deal right now. Back in Gen X, we had plane crashes like every 2 weeks. Remember when the technology was still getting built out? These millennials and stuff, like
there's not a time that I don't land in DFW
and
coming from the
look for
north
Delta.
and go,
Yeah,
there's the marker, flight 191.
yeah. It's funny because you forget how. I mean, it's been a while since there's been these type of air disasters.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, but it's just, man, it seems like it's over the top. It's like back in the day, it would be like, well, cool, neat. What's going on this weekend?
Well, here's
There's
how
another
I
plane
see it.
crash.
In the U.S. alone, there are like 45,000, right around 45,000 flights that successfully take off and land, right? And this is, I mean, yeah, there were separate incidents that happened within a week, and of course the media is going to focus on that. But considering the odds, that's still pretty low.
This shirt sucks.
Drowning pool pieces of nothing.
This
is
shirt
worth a lot
sucks,
of
Dustin, but I
fucking money.
found one for $8. Slow row shirt. It's
Oh, really?
used. It's used,
Most of them
but
are going to be
they're all
used.
going to be used.
Pieces of nothing. I wonder if Peter's got some. We can reach out to
So,
Peter and see.
did either one of y'all hear about the second plane crash, the emergency plane, the audio that they say was grabbed that went around? And
Yeah.
it's gotten ripped, but the whole you don't know who you're fucking with
Yeah,
in a Latino voice.
I don't think that's what they were saying.
I don't know. I heard one rendition of it where they pulled it up, but the thing is, there's so many tricks you can do in the studio to make what you want to be said.
A lot of
Exactly.
that
Some
has
stuff.
been,
It's like
Especially
a lot
with
of that's
AI.
been disproven. That wasn't really part
The-
of that audio.
oh really?
And it wasn't-
They
that
found
wouldn't
those
have come
stems
across
or
that.
something.
Like it wasn't really broadcast across
But
that.
There was some. I remember when I listened to the first radio broadcast, there was something mumbled by the pilot that didn't sound like. It sounded like. Actually, it didn't sound like that.
The last album I recorded.
But it was more than just
today.
your typical. See you later to the
the control
air traffic
tower?
control. Yeah, and all this talk about the air traffic controller. I wonder if that's a good career to go into right now, because I bet you the wages are going
Yep.
to go up in that.
So here's the deal. Here's
A lot
my
of people
thing
are
with all
retiring
this.
too.
Here's my thing with all this is a lot of people are conspiracy that the helicopter deliberately slammed
Not
into
us.
the
We don't.
American Airlines plane, and I don't think that's what happened. You're at an airport that is also a military base at the same time.
Yeah,
That's an Air Force base.
Andrews, right?
Yeah, and you've got helicopters flying out of there all the time. Because if you go look at the flight data, it does it all the time.
Yeah.
You're flying at night with night vision goggles on, and you are supposed to be spatially aware of what's going on, and that American Airlines was rerouted to another runway. And I think the helicopter pilot thought that the helicopter was on its original runway. The spatial awareness in her or his head, because I don't know which it is now, which one, but thought that it was still going to be on that other runway, wasn't fully aware that it was coming in on that runway 33 or whatever, and just lost track of it. It's hard as hell. Like, you ever worn NVGs?
No,
Dude,
It fucks
yeah,
your
I have.
entire world up.
I never had the privilege
It's
of
It
totally
was
fucks your world
third
up.
generation, but the thing is it's the same effect as when you're playing the Xbox. It's just in real life.
Oh,
Like when you
Call of
have your
Duty, yeah.
when you're playing Call of Duty, it's almost the same exact thing, except it's real life. When you want to hear something crazy, I flew into that airport during a storm once, and I almost pooped myself. It was like the first flight that I ever had any kind of turbulence, and that was one of the
And
most.
that's a problem with that airport too.
That I don't know, yeah, because it gets real humid and storms are all around that area, like from
And
New York all the way down right there.
They have
It's
the
like
same thing as what we were
the
talking
wind
about.
shear
The flight
issues?
out of John Wayne, the noise ordinance thing.
Oh, they do.
The planes
I could see
shoot
that.
up and drop down
Yeah. I
quickly.
kinda-
They don't do the step down like you normally do on
Yeah.
approach.
They got to jump
because
down.
they drop
Mhm.
and they shoot up.
Yeah, landing in that fucking airport was fucking crazy.
It is
because
crazy.
You got these big ass skyscrapers, like just a couple hundred feet above, like from landing.
Yeah.
That's like so fucking close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I tend to agree. It's just a terrible accident, and I think that what you're saying, that that weird thing where you're going the same direction and you're almost at the same speed, how it kind of draws you in. And I also think they got called there. I think that they thought that they were the air traffic controller. There wasn't much time.
The
for one,
problem,
but I think they thought that one that was taken off, that was the one that the controller was. I think they thought. That was the controller. That was the one that the controller was saying stay behind.
I think when it's all said and done, the report's going to be
it's just an accident.
It's an
Terrible
accident.
Yeah.
And the fault lies with the air traffic controller
for the late call.
For late calls. And
Well,
everything.
I also heard that the Black Hawk was 100
Too
feet
high.
above FAA regulations. It's like they could only fly like
They're-
at most 200 feet, and it was like close to 300.
The FAA regulations for that airport.
for that entry
I-
on that runway.
Right.
But once again,
But
I think it
do
was.
are we okay though with military ops
No.
being done at 9:00 at night during one of the most busiest times at
Yeah,
one of the
they-
most
I don't
busiest airports?
think-
I think they should do that later in the night.
Have you
if
ever
they're going to do it?
Well, you said you've landed at that airport.
yeah.
Landing in an airport that has an Air Force base connected to it always bugs me out.
Yeah.
I do not
It's
like
not nice.
that.
It's
I don't think it's
not a good
cool.
feeling. It's
No.
not.
I don't think I think they should be separated. They
Mhm.
should not be sharing airspace
Yeah, and then
at all. Because what if you got a bunch of planes lined up to come in, and all of a sudden, red alert,
Mhm.
we got to launch, we got to go,
Scramble,
go,
scramble.
go, scramble,
Yeah.
hmm
and you've got like they say in Tin Cup
like
or
9/11.
pushing
man.
10 pushing 10. We got
Yeah.
them lined up like rockets to come in, but no, we got to scramble.
Yeah.
That's fucking. I mean, it just seems like
Hardcore,
it's
yeah.
too. I don't like that. I don't like, especially in that area.
hmm
I don't like that.
There's so much air traffic there,
Yeah,
and it's
it's Andrews. What if
I-
that was Marine One?
yeah.
flying across
Well,
there. and-
that's the thing. Did you hear? Like, I don't know. I was on. Like when it happened, I saw it. I saw it break into Fox News Stories live. Like I was on my phone. Like Fox News Stories said something has just happened, and then I looked and saw the video on Twitter, or X, formerly Twitter. But I was watching stuff all night long about it, and just because there was all the cameras, like there was two different camera shots that were out too, and then got ripped, and then since like the next day they put them both back up
And how do you feel about that whole ordeal
with them ripping everything down.
and arresting the guys that posted?
Yeah,
it?
that's weird.
Yeah.
that's very weird, isn't it?
That's very strange.
And
Because
I
it's-
assumed that the FAA, I guess, approved the use of it being public footage. I mean, I didn't think
There's
it was
probably
leaked.
something that they signed or something at some point that you could get taken to jail or
Like,
criminally
if
prosecuted
you-
if you did that.
If you're on the airport property, being an airport employee, and you shoot video, is it
Yeah, is that
private
all
video
legal?
now, or is it no longer public?
I don't know. Maybe maybe it is an intellectual
I
property.
bet you there'll be
until
some litigation that stems
people
from
sign
all
off
of it.
on it.
I don't know. When I started reading all that last night, I was like, "That's really weird. That was really weird."
Yeah, it is
But-
weird.
Let me ask you this, Thomas: being a DEI hire yourself,
Why? Because I'm a puppeteer. Fuck that.
how do you feel about all this DEI?
I think it's just people me. I think. What do you think,
I just think.
Thomas?
Yes, this
Since
is
you're
your
running
realm.
the show.
Yeah.
You
It's your
guys-
show now. I think it's just people are dealing with the loss and they want someone to blame. They want to be upset about something, and it's like when a tragedy happens like that, emotions are hot. And then it didn't help that numbskull Trump got up there and said could have been DEI. I don't know. We'll see. Like that didn't help anything.
Why even bring that into play?
Yeah,
You're talking
he's
about
a madman.
Well, the thing is, like you said, it's already known that industry is overworked.
Well, that's the other
Those
thing
people are
is
overworked and
they were short.
overstressed.
What
Are you talking about
14,
air traffic
14
controllers,
air traffic
or-
controllers, and the person that was supposed to be watching all the helicopters are actually supposed to have one watching helicopters and one watching the jets and the commercial air.
And there was
air
all the
traffic.
same shit.
And it was
Yeah.
and they were down 14 people. Like that is disturbing, and that needs to be addressed. Why he got up there and said, let's have a moment of silence, and then immediately brings it up is I can only think that maybe he knows something or he's just an idiot. Or both.
I'm gonna go with
Or
both.
both.
I think
He knows something and he's an
I'm gonna
idiot.
go with both, and I'm gonna
Wasn't very
lean more
tactful.
towards number 2.
It wasn't very tactful of him. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my best time, guys. I apologize. But as far as it getting taken care of, like this new transportation, like Buttigieg was worthless. Like he was a fucking. I think maybe that is what he was hinting on more than anything. Was look, we had Buttigieg who did nothing, like
Collected a check.
collected a check for
Yeah.
4 years, rode a bike, half a block. The rest of the way was in a Suburban.
All sorts of
Got
shit
busted.
was going on in the FAA.
Yeah, and
having all
so
sorts of issues.
exactly. And how long has No Agenda said it's just a matter of time? Because they've reported on these tarmac incidents and how close of calls. Like Adam Curry was saying, it's just a matter of time. It's going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
because things
Well,
are
we-
getting out of control. Even in Austin.
Well, you've had a bunch nearly hit, nearly land on each other.
Yeah.
Austin, wing tips on the runways
Can't
and the
do tip to tip on
taxiways.
the tarmac.
Planes landing on taxiways.
That's when
That fucking
the terminal transfer that was
scary.
out on the tarmac at
shit.
X, I was shitting bricks. Because we're just weaving in and out. There's stopping for planes coming behind us, planes in front of us.
that plane, that
it's like,
airport,
dude, what is going on?
that airport is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I refuse
Hurts
to
your
fly
brain.
into LAX if I can help it.
I will
that-
say it wasn't as bad as it's been. It's just that terminal transfer was scary.
When we left, we went all the way down to the far end, the far east end of the runway, and turned around. And did we stop? Did he spoil up or not? No. As we were turning, he throttled up, and we started down the runway, and we were off the ground before we were back to the terminal. And I was like, "Wow, that was fast." We got
Yeah.
off the ground fast, and then went out and
Was there weather in?
no, it was perfectly clear. But when we got up over
Mhm.
the terminal, I was looking down all the terminals and stuff, and then looked out and saw the Palisades
Oh, you
from
did?
the air.
On
Yeah.
fire?
Yeah, no, they weren't on fire
Just
anymore, but it
flattened.
was just flattened and black. And then we banked, and you, even though we were on the north, I can't remember which runway that is, but the north side runway, we still had to bank south because of all the crap going on to the north with air traffic.
Yeah.
All the fire vehicles and everything. So we flew way out, almost over Catalina Island.
Oh,
And
yeah, I've
then
done that.
came way around
Yeah.
to pretty much.
Yeah.
We were past Newport, like we were almost Dana
Uh-huh.
Point down there. It's
Yeah.
like, golly.
I've done that, man, and the pilot actually said it too. Like, I think it was my first time when I think it was in high school, and the first time I went to California when we flew out, it was the same when you go out over the Pacific
Mhm.
and you turn around, and I think he pointed out, he goes, if you look over here, way over there, there's Catalina Island. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
When you came back from Hawaii, oh, you flew.
Yeah,
direct,
I went to
didn't ya?
Denver.
Oh, okay, because I landed in LAX coming back from Kauai, and it was, sun was coming up. It was right at dawn,
Yeah,
and we flew right over Catalina Island coming in. I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool as shit. Like,
I had a girlfriend
This was
once
right
that
here.
lived on Catalina Island. She said it was awesome. She said it's fucking awesome.
I've been told by several people should go over there and hang out. That
Yeah.
it's a cool place. They know how to party.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, But I going back to what I was saying though, I think this guy that replaced Buttigieg, he seems pretty sharp.
He used to be on the Real World Boston. That's about all I know about him.
He's not that
Who?
sharp then. Fuck. We're fucked.
He was on MTV.
Yeah.
Yep, we're fucked.
We're fucked. I didn't know that.
Trump
Really?
picked another
Celebrity?
like reality star.
Former. I mean, he had been like in Congress for the last couple years,
Son of
I
a
think.
Bitch.
Did I just read something that he's hiring
Chuck Norris?
no,
Chuck Norris.
what's his name's wife? The WWE guy's wife?
Linda McMahon for Department of
McMahon.
Education.
Yeah.
To be
Saw
the
that.
Secretary of Department of Education.
I thought he was getting rid of the Department of Education. Why is he
No, it's the
hiring her?
teachers union, isn't it? Or is he trying to get rid of the Department of Education too? It
I
needs
thought
to
he
be
was-
torn down.
I don't know, man.
We've gone from first to like 32.
with all this
Maybe
shit
we
that
started over.
between all the things that he wants to cut and all these programs that Elon Musk and his team are going through. I mean, yeah, they're reporting on it, but Congress is gonna. I can see them shooting most of this down.
Congress can't. This is that's the thing that's funny about all the. I'm not going to get
No.
into politics, but
no.
the House Republican controlled, the Senate Republican controlled, the Supreme Court
They're just going to
Republican controlled. It
Yeah,
is.
they're
It
just
is.
sit there and do
It's going to
whatever they
be
want.
12 years before Democrats have any say in anything. So basically, we're on the Trump show now.
And if you need to invest in crypto, now's the time to do
That's
it
the
because it
thing
all
that's-
dropped down.
Oh
that,
yeah.
that's the thing that's funny about
Doge's back
these
up, though.
protests. These protests, you're like neat
Speaking of which,
because they're not going to do anything.
speaking of which,
Speaking of which,
ICE in these protests.
Some good trolling going on. Austin Circle Jerk has never
It's pretty
been better.
great. And I
Yeah.
saw someone say something last night that was pretty funny. And I
Yeah.
was like, huh, that's an interesting way to put it. You got all these people waving their flags for their countries that they supposedly
Yeah.
love, with all the support for these countries that they supposedly love, but
Yeah.
they don't live there.
Right.
They live here.
You want to go back? Fuck no.
the Native Americans
But-
they're being harassed too.
See, if
by
we would have
ICE
stayed in LA, we could have watched.
in Arizona.
Are we sending Native Americans back too?
No, they're
ICE
being
is picking them up.
Get
saying,
your ass back to the reservation.
Get in the reservation.
Get over
no,
there.
they're being questioned by them just based on how they look.
Oh, you mean out and about? Some Native
Yes.
Americans get. But the thing is, the ones that are protesting are. I've seen a lot of Mexican flags. It's like
Yeah.
they're not. That's not who
Well,
I think the
it's-
problem is.
Did
They're
you
all
see
gonna
last
go.
night
but-
was the Battle of LA?
Oh, I saw that.
That
That was
was-
cool.
The Rage Against the
It
Machine.
was pretty
Yeah.
crazy. No, it was out of control.
I
Here's
can't
my thing,
see Tom Morello all of a sudden show up.
and I'm going to tell you, this is my stance on this. If you block a fucking roadway or a highway
Better
that
be in
I'm
the
trying-
middle of the night.
that I'm trying to go down,
Yeah.
and you fuck up my day, I will no longer support your cause no matter what it is. That's it. If you screw up what I need to do
Yeah.
for hours on end, like they did, shut down, what was it, the 405 or the 101, one of them, where it was a standoff under the two bridges.
Yeah, that was it wasn't the 405,
really?
it was the it was I think it was the 101.
was one like
And-
the whole interstate was down. You're like,
How about
that
the,
was wild looking.
They
You
had
know what's
protests
funny?
in Dallas too. While you guys were
You
gone.
don't, you know,
you know what's
it's
funny?
not safe to do protest in Dallas. We know what happened one time with protest in
True.
Dallas.
Yeah.
That scares the shit
So-
out of me over there.
Mm.
I think it's cool because the lib shits, they can just fucking they can wear one outfit and have one flag for one protest as far as the ICE goes, and then just all of a sudden like throw on a mask and then change the flag out and almost looks the same, and then do Palestinian protest like the same protest. They can have a Palestinian sign and an ICE sign on back and just be like
And turn it around.
do like a double protest. What do you think of that?
What was the flag? I saw a Greece flag dude, on one of these protest things.
Greece.
And I was like, who is.
What do you?
Like-
why do you not like me?
Send me to Greece.
I
Here,
like-
I'm not
yeah.
even Greek.
Anal,
I mean, God, they could have watched the flag first.
anal.
Dear Ice. Dear Ice.
Don't take any Greek women.
No.
They're into anal.
Dear Ice. I'm Irish and German. Send me to one of them, please.
That's
Please.
next, man.
Can you send me to one of them?
Deutschland.
That's next, dude.
Send
ICE
me to
is
one of 'em.
coming.
I want
ICE is
outta here.
coming after you, man. You're going back to Germany.
I want one of them. So either one. I will go to Germany. I will go to Ireland.
You're going back, man.
Or-
You get to hang out with Sasha.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have friends.
I got to go back to Ireland,
Yeah, it'll be
And-
Polish or
and
German in my
Yorkshire. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in Yorkshire.
case.
Please,
Yorkshire.
Ice, come pick it. There's the address of the temple is. Send
Sorry.
us back.
Sorry, family. I got picked up by us.
Ice is sending me back to
I
Ireland.
dare you to call in to the A team tomorrow and say, I got picked up by us. I'm not making it in today.
My boss would go, get the fuck in here, you dumbass.
You should do it, Matt.
Please, get me out of this country.
Call in sick. Say, hey, man, I got
Send me.
picked up by us. I'm not coming in today.
Dude, my boss would laugh his ass off.
Send me to a country. Send me to Greenland. Do I have any Danish?
Well,
in
we're
me?
about to own Greenland, apparently.
That's not gonna fucking happen, man.
I don't know.
Then-
That's a north trade route. That'd be pretty awesome if it did.
Well, it would, but Denmark's not gonna sell it.
What
They've
if-
already said that.
What if Trump pulled the wool over all of our eyes and he's just about to do world domination? I mean, he took over Gaza today.
it's
he
all
just announced
shock value,
we're going
man.
to take over Gaza.
You really think?
Why
that-
do we want Gaza?
I have no idea.
Why? That doesn't
don't-
make any sense. Nothing he says makes any sense.
No.
I'm so glad when I was out there, I missed his inauguration and signing all the crap.
They're still doing those.
What
You
about
can
but
Elon?
still
it was
watch those.
still fucking crazy. Like it was too much.
What about
Yeah, he's still
Elon's
signing.
salute?
Like I like the
People
one
are
that said you
Flipping
can
the fuck out about that.
When he gave his heart
earmuffs
away?
if
Yeah.
you're easily offended. But I like the meme that was him signing the executive order to say, "Retard and faggot."
That
You
was
can call your
shared-
boys that again.
That was
You
shared
can call your friends that again.
everywhere
It's awesome. though.
100,000
What?
times.
It's a Gen X
We'll
thing.
say it off the line. We'll say
Okay.
it.
Well,
Off the
no, I heard him, but I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything about
It was a meme.
what. Oh, it was a meme.
It was a meme.
was a Gen
and
X
it was
meme. It's like-
shared everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started playing with artificial intelligence hardcore. I'm getting into the modeling
Oh, okay.
and everything of it. Yeah. Don't do that if you're
No,
easily,
it's fun stuff.
No, don't do that if you're easily scared. Like I'm going into the backbone of it. Like how to chain a bunch of different AIs together to
Oh,
create
yeah.
one output.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
The
you're
engineering part.
easily freaked out by AI taking over the world, don't do this.
I
Don't get
mean,
into this.
I've crossed this bridge last year. Actually, in 2017, was it 2017? The interview with Joe Rogan and Elon, where Joe was like, "What are you scared of most about the future?" And he said AI. So I've known that Skynet is about to take us all.
What these people are doing and what
Boston Dynamics.
I have
Dynamics.
seen
in Boston. Yeah.
image wise and how people are doing it is
Mhm.
blowing my mind because there is stuff now that I can show you two images and you wouldn't be able to tell the two apart. There's
Oh, I've already done that several times.
like
I've
you
done
got to
that.
get down in the deep rabbit hole where the good stuff is.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
like, and a lot of that rabbit hole leads to porn because porn's always the cutting edge of all technology 'cause-
Mhm.
Yep. That's why VHS won the format wars in the 80s.
and DVD, right? I
Yeah.
thought DVD did too.
We're screwed.
But it's
We're just
like-
delaying the inevitable.
it's all you just sit there and you're like, and then so I'm like, okay, how the fuck did you do this? So then you follow the thread because most of the people are like, here's how I did it, and it's chaining
I wonder.
multiple models together
I wonder
of
when.
AI to all work together on different parts. They're not putting input into one website and going like, I want an image of this beautiful bird. No, they're grabbing these models and going, I need an image of a bird, sitting on a
Yeah.
bird feeder, but I need this model to work on the eyes. I need this model to work on the
Mhm.
beak. I need this model to work on the feathers. I need this model to
It's
work
just
on
one
its
big supercomputer
Okay.
now.
and all the different
Just
all the
partitioning things.
different AI models are working on just those parts and stitching it all together and making it. And it's like, holy fuck! And when it's done, you're like, it looks like I just took that picture with my camera.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane, and it's
Yeah.
detailed.
I
and they
wonder when
up-res
the
it.
first
Wow.
AI religion is going to be put out there.
done. It's already got to be done, right? I thought they already said that that was done.
I mean, it's a developed. I'm talking about a real developed church and everything.
That-
like AI religions, like where the people, the denomination
I
doesn't
thought
even
a
know that they're
company-
worshiping AI generated God and all that.
I think a company
Already
left a
did
bunch of computers alone and they created their own religion. I
wouldn't
thought that's
doubt
what
it,
the
man.
story was.
That's a good concept album right there, man.
Speaking of,
That's what Maynard's talking about on all the Tool albums. I bet is AI religion.
did you see that video floating around of what's her name? Hold on.
I've seen. That's the other thing too. Getting
There's too
back to
much
the
stuff.
AI though, so you follow celeb, like
Camel toes.
celeb camel toes on Reddit, right?
Mhm.
I don't know now if because there's some big names if you look on Reddit celeb like fappening stuff that on in Reddit, and I don't know now if this is real or if this is AI generated. It's like,
So the Grammy night with the Kanye and his
yeah,
wife and girlfriend.
dude, that girl's out of control.
I was
She
like,
gives me
Yeah.
a just
See-through dress completely.
yeah, I was like,
is
I was with you when it popped up on Reddit. I was like,
this real or not?
is this AI? Is this real?
Uh-huh.
And then you find out that everybody's reporting on it and freaking out and posting photos and
That is
every.
a very good-looking woman.
Did
I
you hear
will
what
say.
Yeah.
he lost?
What?
He had 2 giant shows in Japan scheduled for this summer, and the Japanese government was highly offended by this stunt at the Grammys and canceled his shows in Japan.
What
Oh,
do you do?
shit,
What do you do
really?
at the Grammys?
The outfit
Just the outfit that she was wearing
she was wearing
had nothing to do with him, though.
lost $20 million.
The
Yeah,
AI
that
Beatles
sucks.
song was
Yeah.
nominated for a Grammy.
That sucks.
Yep, the AIB, and it won, I think, or album won. One of them. The Beatles did win.
The Grammys are shit. It's when industry pretends to be art.
Yeah.
Remember when I said if
You know when I turned it on?
Steadfast ever won a Grammy, I was gonna bash it on stage.
Well, you got a long ways to go, sir.
Well, we broke up.
You got to
In
get the band back
2008.
together,
Yeah.
write new music.
There's a lot of steps.
I turned it on right when Taylor Swift got
Hey,
on
Johnson.
stage
Let's make our Grammy award.
to give away the country album of the year.
That
It was-
Beyonce won.
who gave it? It was
Taylor Swift.
Tay Tay.
Yeah, she walked out.
Tadoff.
Who might have changed? She may not be aboard anymore.
She's got a little junk in the trunk.
She's was acting a little sassy, so it might be. She
Yeah.
may not be just a dead fish.
Sure, that was just for Travis.
He may have changed her. Never know.
No, he didn't do anything for women.
So she's up there talking about
Taylor or
Taylor
Beyonce?
about giving away the country album of the year, and then Beyonce won it. And I was like, suck a dick, fuck off. This is bullshit. Because
Yeah.
I'm not offended that Beyonce won it. I'm offended that album won because it sucks. That album is terrible.
I've only heard a couple of tracks that my
I
daughters
refuse
played.
to listen to it.
It's
And
fucking awful.
It doesn't sound like country to me. I mean, there was a couple of country sounding songs and like
Texas.
It kind of
Ain't no
mixes
Dolly
in.
Parton. Then in there, the Hey Jolene. Didn't she do a cover
She
on
did
there and
cover
stuff?
that.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't country. I didn't think it was country. It
No,
sounded
it's-
more like.
It's pretty awful.
But
That
she's
record's
always wanted to
pretty
do it, and
fucking
she was
awful.
just doing what she wanted to. So I had no problem with it coming out.
Yeah.
Now, as far as it winning the best country album, I don't know. I'm not
Up against what she was like. Other people in that category had badass records
If-
out.
Did she beat Sturgill?
Yes.
Did Sturgill have an album out?
Yeah.
And he was nominated, and she
He was
beat him.
nominated,
Sturgill Simpson's badass.
and so was
Sound of Fury's really good.
Don't tell me.
movie.
Don't tell me,
Let me tell you this.
Yellowstone guy got
Yeah.
beat out. What about your Stapleton guy that does the
Or maybe that's
blues,
who it
the
was.
blues
Stapleton?
the forever note?
Oh yeah, Chris Stapleton.
That's who it was. Stapleton had it out
He had to have won best live performance with that
with that,
that
one
note.
note. Let's see here.
We should
Oh,
play
Post
that.
Malone was also.
Yeah, Post Malone was in it.
Yeah, and
I
I've
was
heard
trying to
some of
think
his
who else.
country stuff sounds pretty good. I just don't know enough about
But see, even
that
Post
genre
Malone,
and Beyonce to know
that country record's not Grammy worthy.
Post Malone's.
No,
It wasn't. I thought it was
Beyonce's.
good. Though,
It's
but I-
good, but it's not Grammy worthy. Neither Beyonce's is not Grammy worthy.
Well, like I said, it's when the industry plays art. So
Or DEI.
You think the Grammys got DEI'd?
I don't even know.
I like it.
That fucking term is thrown out for everything. That it's just it's
Is
watered
it- is
down.
it-
It's
it-
like Nazi now. It's like
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's
DEI is the new. It's racist.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
you're
you
racist.
just- You're
You're DEI.
DEI. Oh, okay. I don't even know what it means. Like I don't even know.
I think it's diversity, equity.
I know that.
inclusiveness or
Inclusion,
something.
yeah.
Inclusion.
but it's lost
you
its
mean-
meaning.
yeah,
like, Like
I mean, it
with
has no
everything,
meaning.
It's yeah. That's what I mean.
It's
It
like
has
calling
no
someone
meaning
Hitler.
anymore. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like what?
I'm gonna start using it over the top, like DEI. Well, you're white. You're a white male. I don't care. DEI. I feel it. You're DEI-ing me.
Stop DEIing me.
I see you DEI-ing me.
Casey Musgraves.
I don't know him.
Oh.
Her.
So the
Is she
best.
good?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you about the country that
I think she's
won
from
this
here,
again.
or from Texas at least. Casey Musgrave.
Now, in album of the year, she won. Okay, whatever. It's still not that great.
What was the album of the year?
Sabrina Carpenter should have got it. Beyonce.
Oh, she won
Cowboy
album of the year and country album of the year.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
DEI.
So best country
Dia.
album was Beyonce, Cowboy Carter against Post Malone, F1 Trillion.
Wait, her name. The name of that album is Cowboy Carter.
Yeah, it is.
She should have lost just for that cheesy ass name.
The Casey Musgraves, Deeper Well, better record. Chris Stapleton, Higher. Lainey Wilson, Whirlwind.
Yeah, I don't know enough to know if what was a better album.
I've only listened to those three. I've only heard. I listened to that Beyonce when it came out, the Post Malone when it came out, and that Casey Musgraves.
The only
everybody's
Post
talking about.
Malone that I've heard's live though. I haven't actually gone back and listened to his album. Have you?
Yeah, when it
How
came
is
out.
it?
It's all right, but it's not Grammy worthy.
Is it better than Beyonce?
They're both not great.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Yes.
So did
Gojira won.
So did Post Malone
Yeah, for
get?
Asera.
Did Post
for the
Malone get
Olympics. Yeah.
Diad?
Did Post Malone get?
Did he get Diad by
think he did.
Beyonce's?
I think he got USB.
Beyonce?
That's what I'm gonna start saying.
USB'd?
You're fucking USB.
Are you USBing me,
Stop USBing me,
bro?
bro. I don't think you know.
I don't know why you watch that shit, man. I can't make it through 5 minutes of that show.
To get aggravated and be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah, it seems like
and
all
be
it does
angry.
is raise your blood pressure.
I watch it to see that
The
that
costumes.
part of the music industry has gone to shit.
It's always been the shit, man.
But even really bad. This whole award area is just
Yeah.
fucking trash. Now
It's just grandstanding.
the thing like Fire Aid, that was badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Fire Aid was cool. So,
So is Real AIDS.
are you AIDing me?
I just want to tell you that.
You AIDM me. Hey, there you go. Skip's new single needs to be about Dia.
Stop MCUing me.
MCU.
Master Control Unit. Or Master Command Unit.
Yeah, not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, it could be that.
That's actually what I thought you were going.
No. I don't know why you guys want to sit around and just talk a bunch of bullshit and IG88 me.
God, I can't think of it.
Or AT88.
What's the F1 where they're always they get the light and where you get your flap, your rear spoiler opens up. What's it called again? Why can't I think of that? It's like the one of the most.
God damn it.
It's like the major part of F1 now.
Did you know 24 is up?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah,
And,
sweet.
yeah, I started. I'm 3 in.
How is it?
I don't know what all the graphing was about. It's pretty good. The
Well,
only
someone
thing-
said it wasn't good.
Yeah, they said the controls were all jacked up, but I feel
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Drive to Survive. You're talking about the
No,
game.
no. Yeah, the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be getting any more games until I get a new console because I've got to make this happen. Like, I want to play Indiana Jones. I want to play the space
I gotta
game.
finish that.
I want to get back
Starfield.
into. I want to get back to my war stores.
No, it's pretty good. It felt good. It feels good. I don't know what everybody's bitching about unless they did a bunch of patches and fixed it, but it feels good. The only thing I wish they would fucking figure out is they keep all your information online. Why can't they carry that over year to year to year?
I don't know, and I've been
'Cause it'd be
banned from
awesome.
EA. I can't get my account back up. So remember how we wanted to?
Oh.
We were talking about
There's
getting
two
together
team-
and racing on
doing
the same team and
two
stuff.
team.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to get. I've tried everything. I've sent them emails. I've tried to get on the phone with them. You know how that goes.
Mhm.
And I cannot get any response. And I don't know what the deal is. It's like every time I have to pay or play, it's on 2023, and it's like a session.
You've been USB.
I think I have been DEI USB'd.
What is it? God damn it! I can't remember what it's called
The
either.
F1, I know. The zone. You go into the zone and
It's,
DRS.
DRS zone. Yeah.
Why you DRSing me, bro?
Don't DRS me. I'm gonna start yelling that at people on the highway when they blow by me. Why are you DRSing me?
Hey, Dante.
Don't DRS me.
Look, you're getting some shade dropped in on you.
No, it's all right.
5-1 and stay humble.
It's all right. Look at y'all's team. Y'all aren't even dancing.
Nope.
I don't
Nope.
give a shit.
As far as I'm concerned, Dante, you're
Got shot
sucking
in the
Liverpool's
leg.
dick at this point.
We got
You-
shot.
that
in the leg.
Newcastle. Y'all ain't doing nothing.
I don't even care right
Dante
now.
goes out of his way to give me shade, too.
He's the new Jason.
He is Dante, you're Jason 2 Electric Boogaloo, man.
Why are you DRSing him?
But
So we don't have to.
back to the console thing. Speaking of Dante, I'm got to get the new console, got to get the fiber optic, and then I'm going to be back in War
I
Stories.
thought
with,
you had
with
the fiber
everybody.
optic. It's
I
going.
haven't got it yet.
Oh, the
And
the other
then-
thing. How'd you like that little message I sent our group yesterday?
Which one?
My
There's been a
first
few.
offer for World Cup
Oh,
tickets.
yeah.
$7,500
You know what?
a game.
You know what? That might
Holy
be the best
shit.
it gets,
I don't know.
unless they do some
think
kind of
that's
party
low end?
pass. Have you heard of anyone doing a party? Everything that I've seen looks like that's where it's going to end up being around.
So what I've been told is, you knew the stadium lost AT&T. Jerry don't even get his suite.
Oh, are you serious?
Jerry,
I didn't know the AT&T that walked away from it.
no, they have to take AT&T off
Oh, for the
for
the
FIFA.
tournament.
FIFA has
Okay.
for the tournament.
Yeah.
So Jerry doesn't get his own suite for the tournament. That goes to FIFA. He's getting some suite in some end zone somewhere down there. They
Yeah,
haven't
sit
quite
nose-
figured that out
nosebleed.
yet. Yeah,
He's sitting up in the
his
nosebleeds.
own fucking building. He doesn't get it. All the clubs and
Yeah.
the field level bars are being changed into different shit for the
Yeah, they're going. They're
Yeah,
they're going.
it's
They're playing
insane.
through the quarterfinals,
semi,
and then it goes. To, it
and then
goes to New York.
for the finals.
Man,
So the package deal that was offered was 6-game. Oh, okay.
What's he
Javier says
seeing?
it is
Semis.
yeah, it's semis.
oh, okay,
Okay, so it's 6 games.
freaking
So
Dante.
it's 6 games
Stay
and the
home.
final.
Yeah.
Is the offer
Right.
for 60,000.
I just it's this makes me scared because it shows the separation between the haves and the haves not in this world, and I am not a have.
I definitely
I am
not
definitely
have.
a have not.
Yeah, same here.
And
In that
I need to
context.
sell some real estate in the next year.
a suite for that run.
Oh gosh. Oh, well over $100,000 probably, right?
Oh, times 7.
$700,000.
grand.
Dante, can you get that for us?
Fuck.
God bless, man.
Mhm.
So basically, we're just gonna go to the bar and watch it on TV.
Well, it sounds like we'll be at Upper 90
Upper 90, watching the World Cup
watching the World
or
Cup.
our houses.
Or our houses, or we'll be having our own World Cup parties. We can buy a projector and a giant inflatable screen and all that, and have our own party somewhere in a park somewhere.
I've got a projector in my den and a big ass screen.
Oh, we can come over there.
Is that where you and Shannon
Yeah, you
watch
can have the beanbag.
pornography? Do y'all watch the smut on the
Is that where
projector?
y'all make sweet love to each other?
And you watch smut?
No,
go
the
there.
den's an open
So-
room, no privacy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't watch the smut on the.
On the projector
Projector.
screen, no.
Can I come voy you?
Boy.
This means I won't get to go. I won't get to complete my my repeat of going to U.S. World Cup games.
I've never been to one.
Cotton Bowl.
I went to
baby.
that. I went to the was it Barcelona, Real Madrid, or no, it was Italy. Yeah, I did that. That's
Roma.
that's as close as I've gotten. It was a bunch of 18-year-olds playing.
Yeah, yeah. This
I almost
sucks.
went to the because Mexico's played some pretty cool matches out at the stadium. So
Yeah.
I've almost gone to a couple of those. So I'm still looking forward to it. It's just, man, I wish I could win the lottery by then.
Yeah, it'll probably cost you, you know, like
Half your lottery.
probably $1,000 just to come within a mile of the stadium.
I
Like
wonder
they'll
if he's
probably
going to
charge
jack
you.
up prices on parking.
Oh,
You think he's gonna
that's where he's
70 goes to 700?
I wonder how the property works on that. You know what I'm really care about? Fuck the World Cup.
The women? That'd be weird. to
Why'd
just
you
go to-
DRS me?
Why'd you KRS-1 me, bro?
I'm really interested, and they're supposed to start working on it.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been by the stadium.
Why'd you M83 me, dude?
Oh, we were just listening to that. It
That's
was
why. That's why I
Justin
got it.
Mendel Johnson.
Don't DRI me.
Dirty
good one.
Rotten Imbeciles. That was pretty good too. I haven't been by the stadium. Have you been by the stadium since we've been back in town?
No.
Okay, because they're supposed.
I'm
to,
a hermit.
They're supposed to.
I hide
start-
in my dungeon. My little. What'd you call it? What'd you call it? The first time you came to my house.
The David
Not
Lynch
the
house.
It wasn't a dungeon, but you
I
called
called
it,
the
some-
Brady
my
Bunch
lair.
house. Oh, your lair.
I stay in my
You stay in
lair.
your lair.
Your layer.
But yeah, they're supposed to be working on the stuff for the Indy race. Starting to lay all that
When
out.
is that race? It's pretty quick, isn't it?
It's not this year. It's next year, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2025.
Is it?
You going to talk to some people out there for us?
Yeah, we'll get that one taken care of.
Should be able to on that one.
Well, I've talked to people about the World Cup, and that's what we're looking at. That's the cheap side. So, yeah, it's 2026 out there.
What month?
March.
That'll be a cool month.
I think that's what it said. Yeah, March.
Yeah.
Yep, March 2026.
Well, I got to go, man. I got to watch my Lakers.
I got to go too. Wait, hold on real quick. Anybody in the chat room know what the score is on the Mavericks game?
Any bun? Any
They're
bun?
Why are you trying to
playing
SOD me, man?
Why are you trying to POD me?
dun-dun-dun-dun. Well, the Lakers right now are taking on the Clippers. It's 77-59.
Mhm.
Dallas is losing to Philly 116 to 118.
Here
So they
comes the
actually
boom.
showed up. So, all right, let's get the DRS out of here.
All right. Get that AFI out of here.
Oh, God. We had to go out on that. Yeah,
Why you
bye.
KMFDM me?
A drug against war.
Later.
Red pants.